On our walls, the Pepsi generation thought we'd seen it all. Brightly lit future with flying cars, and we'd all be superstars. Energy is endlessly entertaining us violently. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Self-aware, made mistakes that land us anywhere. With corded phones and tape machines, you could do anything if you just believe. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Fake Nikes. He liked computers and Atari games. Wanted friends, but kids can't be me. He played the keyboard, loved the music scene. Formed a band that we pay to see. It's funny how people see all the rock stars on MTV.
Hey now, what's up everybody? Tuesday coming at you live here, 12:52 a.m. on the dial here in Stratford, Connecticut. Always getting here right on time. And Mr. Extravagant, I see, is letting everyone know how much he appreciates the efforts around here. Thank you so much, Mr. Extravagant. No, I was supposed to start early today for Lore Stream, but real work got in the way, bros. They dropped a huge one on me. And when they drop a huge load on you, you got to take care of it. So that's going to fuck up the schedule, just being honest. I probably will have to push back KO Gaming to Saturday night, guys. And then next week will be Dead Sea Scrolls, all right? So this Saturday, the return of KO Gaming, supersized. And then the following week is going to be KO Gaming. But do not worry. Uma Musume is happening Thursday. I downloaded it, in fact. And I felt like an asshole the entire time it was downloading. But it's happening. It's happening. I had to click the buttons, and when you click the buttons, guys, there's little horseshoes that come out. And I was like, son of a bitch. But that'll be on Thursday, okay? And I don't know when to start. I don't know how much time do we need for a full Uma Musume stream? An hour, I'm guessing. I don't want to do much more than that. But we'll see. That'll be Thursday, okay? But I'll be back tomorrow, too. It'll be... no, you had to download like 10 gigs on Honest Fish. I'm not going to just... I didn't do the intro or anything, but it's like 10 gigs. I'm not going to wait for that on stream. Okay, so what we got to do... I'm not like DSP. Come on, what do you think I am, DSP? So what I'm going to do is pre-stream today, pre-stream tomorrow, Thursday, Uma Musume special and pre-stream. Friday, totally off. And Saturdays, that being said. And the fall of KO Gaming, all right? That's the new updated schedule. Updated schedule, all right? And we got a lot to get to today. So let's get to it now. Woodnox, the schedule ends after Thursday. He'll go 24/7 into Uma. We'll never see him again. No, I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening. And I'm not spending any money on it either. That's a promise. I refuse to spend any money on mobile games. I never will. Never have, and I never will. No, that's not true. I think I did... What did I spend money on? I thought one time I made a purchase of like the Chrono Trigger mobile game long time ago. And it was so bad. It was so bad and so dumb. I don't know why I even did. I was still pissed at myself. That cost like $10. I don't play Hearthstone on my phone, Brendan Fraser. I just can't get it enough for me. I just don't like it. I need the desktop. I need my mousey. Okay, anyways, moving forward positively here. Big ups for Guardians of the Galaxy. Hell yeah. Look at that. Here you go. This is for you right here.
It's grippy.
There you go. And Kakamoga, too. Big ups. Here you go. Let's do this one for you. There you go, just a laugh. All right, anyways, day stream was very impactful. So we're going to have, this is where we're going to spend most of our time in the recap. I have not seen any of this, obviously. So let's get into it. I just know, I can say I know where this story ends. He's back in live stream fails. That's all I know, okay? That's all I know, is that he's back on live stream fails after whatever happens here, okay? So we're going to find out together what happens here, okay? Let's go.
Okay, folks, so... Let's take a brief break. I'm just going to run downstairs and make a coffee quickly.
Yeah, boring.
And then I'm going to come back, and we're going to continue on. Now, we have had no support whatsoever since I started playing Dragon Quest VII. Nothing. Every piece of support has come in since before I started playing.
Okay.
So, can we get some support for Dragon Quest VII? Again, if you like JRPGs, you like chill vibes, you want to relax with me during these afternoons when I play this game, I do need people to support the playthrough. I can't have an afternoon where I make 20 bucks. So, anything appreciated, whether it's a super chat, a tip, something on Kick. We have zero support on Kick today. Zero.
I like that. I can't have an afternoon where I make 20 bucks.
And already, I can say, yesterday was an awful support day on Kick. Anything appreciated. Kicks or a sub, anything. All right?
Anything
at
all.
I'll be right back with a coffee. We'll play for another hour, then I'll probably go on my real break, and then
I'll
we'll probably play for another hour, okay? So I'll be right back. I'm just going to let the music play out because it's nice. There's no point, because it's only going to be like a minute or two. So I'll be right back, okay? All right.
See you later. All right, there he goes, and he comes back from break. How hard are we berated after?
All right, guys, let's continue. So, I'm going to play, like I said, my wife will probably be home in about an hour, and then I'll go on the real break with her.
But
And then after that, probably another hour. We'll see what happens, but, you know me, I'm honest. I'm disappointed. I like this game a lot. It's chill fun. I wish that people would come by and hang out with me and enjoy an RPG. Instead, everyone just sits here, complains, and asks for Neo 3, which isn't going to work, because we already fucking played the first two.
Yeah?
And it didn't work.
Okay. I played the first Super Mario Brothers as well, but Super Mario Brothers 3 was pretty hype back in my day.
So, what it is right now, there's not a lot going on in the realm of games. Can we be honest? There's not.
Can we be honest? Let's chat. Everyone, I'm tired of people being scared to say it.
The stuff that's coming out is more small time, nothing major focus, nothing huge AAA that's really hitting it or working.
Can we talk?
Neo 3 comes out, it's a AAA game. Oh, play Neo.
That's what it seems to be, the scuttlebutt. Seems to be everyone's loving it. That does seem to be the scuttlebutt.
3, no, it's a waste of time. It's a game I buy, play it twice, have to drop it. This, at least, people ask me to give it a shot. I am. It looks like it's not going to work. Can we be honest?
Can we be honest? How honest can we be?
It's going to work.
Holy shit.
Here we are, an hour into the game. I received 0. Nothing for the game at all.
Yep.
So we have another 2 hours, basically, to see if people will actually support Dragon Quest 7. I'm going to keep playing it and hopefully enjoying it. But this might be the final stream of it, and it sucks if it is. You know? It does suck if it is. You know, there's nothing I can do. And at this point, you know, to be honest,
there's a YouTube chat I have to call out. Mr. Burnell, I hope you are well. I'm reaching out to follow up on your visit to our renting clinic 2 weeks ago. Tell me, are you still hearing voices in the back of your head? What are they saying?
it does suck if it is.
Oh, by the way, on the banning front, since we are tracking bans now, yesterday was an entire stream almost where the number of bans was in the single digits. However, he clearly gave orders to his mods to time out instead. I posted on Twitter a picture. They did about 30 timeouts in a row. And here's just to Dark Side dabbing, okay? Because he was on the front page. So I'm guessing DSP said, don't ban anybody. You're on the front page. But here's just some of them, and I could show you more. These are all the timeouts. This is just a stretch of them. So he was timing people out instead, not himself. This is all Dark Side dabbing's work. But then, once the front page was over, the banning began again. It still wasn't as feverish, let's say, as it has been in the previous days because, you know, it was kind of like retroactive, right? But then, overnight, let me tell you, overnight, there was I believe, the biggest one-time span of all time, since we've been tracking, of course. It was about 100 accounts that bit the dust last night thanks to Dunsfelter. And they're all those, you know, the names that don't mean anything. For example, Maroon, Termite, 1993, Cinnabar, Island, Bung, Ob, Generating, Dratini, all these kind of names that don't mean anything. It was like 200 or so, more than 100 last night in the middle of the night after the stream ended. So far, for those interested, the total amount we've banned is over 1,000 now since I started doing the tracker thing. On the total website, I think it's way even higher. It's like 1,500. And that's in a week or so. And last night did top my most bans in one session. Like I kind of try to separate them in the day stream and night stream. It's not a perfect system, but 301 people bit the dust from the start of the stream and the night stream and then all through the night last night. And that Dunsfelter is really climbing the ranks in terms of all-time banners. But anyways, let's get back to it. That's the banning news. That was your banning news. Okay.
You know, there's nothing I can do. And at this point, you know, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to try RPGs anymore.
Oh, just quit them altogether, man.
Like, well, RPGs just don't really work unless it's a humongous major one. And even then, remember Final Fantasy VII that I tried 2 years ago did not work. So it might just be that, sadly, the audience for RPGs just isn't my audience anymore. They went away. And that's sad to think.
They went away.
Because I love RPGs, man, but I can't make people show up for them. I certainly can't make people watch them, and I can't make people support them.
Uh-huh.
Can't. Nothing I can really do about it, right?
Yeah, nothing you can do, man. Nothing you can do. What are you going to do?
Sucks, right? All right, well, let's continue. Here we go. Alrighty, everybody. We have...
He tries to get positive again. Alrighty, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. We're back and very positive.
Okay. Someone took the $1.50, says, can we swap to Deadlock? We're not swapping, but if this ends up not working today, I guess we're done, and it sucks. Like, I like the playthrough to make this very clear to everyone. I like this game. I love classic JRPGs, but everyone who's attending is just sitting here complaining. Seriously. There's a few people who seem to be liking it in YouTube chat, which is nice. Appreciated to have a few people who are here for the game they like. But in general...
Prince Michael, certified dent, by the way, says, Phil, you're paying way more attention to the detractors and not the game.
Everyone on Kick is complaining. Most people on YouTube are complaining. And no one is supporting. So, yeah, it's failing. And I don't know what to say. Like, this is a fully rebuilt game from the ground up. Gorgeous graphics, right? Gameplay elements are sound compared, turn-based RPG. I don't know what...
Gameplay elements are sound.
What to tell you guys. I just don't seem to have the audience for these games anymore. It sucks. I like this game. I really do.
I think it's the audience in general, to be honest, but... the music. La la la.
No one's even
everything's fine.
Tagging me or talking to me. It's all troll shit. Dumb shit, complaining about the game and saying dumb shit instead of acting like they're older than 5 years old.
Oh.
So it's kind of hard to enjoy myself when I don't have an interactive audience that wants
what was that
felting? It's all troll shit. Dumb shit, complaining about the game and saying dumb shit instead of acting like they're older than 5 years old.
Yeah, act like you're older than 5.
So it's kind of hard to enjoy myself when I don't have an interactive audience that wants to chill but instead just wants to bitch.
Ah, yes.
Dab Hands, you're one of the few who are being positive today, just so you know.
Yeah, Dab Hands, you're doing a great job, buddy.
He says, I love Dragon Quest across the board, but I just can't afford to support it. And I understand that. At least you're here.
At least you're here, and I understand that you are poor.
You're talking positively, and we're chilling, right? And that's very much appreciated. Seriously.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Saint Say has a good question. Why do you think he prefers RPGs to other genres? Is it because of the easy gameplay? Yes, I think it is. He has talked, he doesn't do it anymore, but there was a time when he would play games offline, and he would love the grinding. He loves grinding. There's no quick moves required, It's just turn-based. You put what you think in, and if you want to put in the extra time, which he used to do easily, used to happily do, you can get overpowered, right? Any game like that, RPGs for the most part, if you do grind, you can make everything easy, right? Easier than the game intends, And he'd be happy to do that back in the day. I think that's what he was doing. I think that's probably why he likes those games so much, Chrono Trigger and them. He just get everybody overpowered and then just crush everybody, and you feel like you're a badass, That's what I'm guessing. And now the RPGs of today, he still likes them, but I wonder if he doesn't like them as much, even though he did love Expedition 33, which requires some reaction time. But yeah.
The game, but I think that it's not the most fun game to watch, and most RPGs suffer from this problem.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Dragon Quest XI, I played and was able to play the entirety of the game in full, had a great time with the audience, everyone chilled and relaxed, and enjoyed. I don't know what else to say.
Good point, the Tick, but he started hating those late Final Fantasies. Those aren't his favorite. He needs the classics,
Relaxed and enjoy.
I can't remember which ones he likes and didn't like, though.
I don't know what else to say. I don't get it because it's completely inconsistent. You could say, oh, well, RPGs just don't work. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I don't get it.
He's talking about a game that was played a long time ago.
I can never plan around it. I never know if I can play one or not. I always question it. I told you guys I questioned if I was going to be able to play this, and now here we are. And it's dead already. Right? It's freaking dead. It sucks.
Freaking dead.
I don't want it to be dead. I want to have fun. I want to chill with you guys, but no one will even talk about the game.
Keep in mind, I want you to, if you're audio-style listeners, I'll try to help out, but watch the time on this. Not even 20 minutes have passed since the first clip I played of the recap, okay? This is very condensed.
Don't even talk to me in a normal conversation. It's just bitching.
The frequency is crazy.
Pisses me off.
Pisses me off?
Isn't it? No. What the hell is the Shoreside Shrine? What are they talking about?
What the fuck are they talking about? Piece of shits?
Dab Hands, I know. He says, I love JRPGs on this channel. If you ever get back to Metaphor, Suikoden 2, or even Lost Odyssey, I'd be here with bells on. Yeah, and I appreciate
Yeah, but you don't got any money, Dab Hands. We already established that.
you being here for RPGs. But, so Dab Hands,
Yeah, you're poor, so your opinion doesn't matter. Anyone with money want to say something?
here, you like the game. Gordon Cole is here, he says he likes the game, right? But you guys can agree, you see what I'm saying, that the majority of people in chat are complaining. It's not me making that up. And that we have $22 of support, out of which $1 arrived during the game.
Yeah, $1.
Right?
$1
so I'm not
arrived.
making this up. I'm not, This is reality. This is not Phil's lying and he's wage quitting and he's doing,
No, you are wage quitting, quite literally.
Where the fuck is the Shoreside Shrine?
There's financial dominatrix. What's the other side of that? Not the financial dominatrix, but the financial sub. Princess Luna heard the call to action and is answering it.
What are they talking about?
Oh yes, King. Here's money. I hate this game, but here's money.
What is the Shoreside Shrine? It
Finn
doesn't
Cox.
exist.
Finn sub. There you go. Finn sub. Excuse me, Suburban High. Finn sub.
Here? There's a shrine in this town?
Okay, there's a slight derail, but he goes back here.
Do you think he went over here? Went to the well. $5. Well, actually, excuse me. He did a $5 super
There you
chat.
go.
He says, it's nice to have this playing in the background. I don't know much about the particular game, but it's interesting. Here's some support. Thank you.
Thank you, and that's what I'm looking for. People that give me money blindly.
Thank you, Princess Luna.
That's what I'm looking for. Hello? Okay, we're done. This is fun. You can see why people are wanting to support this.
Thank you to Captain DCW who did a $5 super chat and says, this isn't much, but here you go. Hope you can continue playing. Thank you, Captain.
No. Sadly, I won't be able
appreciate that,
to.
man. No, here's the truth.
Uh-oh.
Here's what I'm thinking, right?
Uh-oh.
Is there an audience for these games? Yes, there is. There is, because if there was no audience, I wouldn't have been able to play Clair Obscure. I wouldn't have ever been able to
There's
play
a massive difference between Clair Obscure and Dragon Quest.
a Yakuza game.
Massive difference. And also Yakuza.
I wouldn't have been able to play Suikoden 1 last year. I wouldn't have been able to play the original.
You weren't able to outside of... That was when Iron Chef Sakai was given 100 every time. That's the only reason that survived. But move on.
Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah.
But here's what I think. The audience for these games come and go. And if there are more high-profile, prominent games like this, the audience tends to stay.
Oh.
If there's not, they tend to go.
Ooh.
And there aren't always high-priority, high-profile RPGs like this, right? There just aren't. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. There's a lot of RPGs, but they're not always like the big ones, okay?
Okay.
And I think
this
what's
is begging theory 101. Pay attention.
happened is, over the years, I've cultivated more of an audience where either you guys just want to see a weird game, a unique game, or hang out with me.
How long have you done those weird games things? Like, we're like, what, for maybe 6 months, weird games now?
Rather than just a game that fits a formula. And this game 100% is fitting the classic JRPG formula.
Oh.
I just don't have a giant supportive audience of people who like this genre. And let's also be honest, I get troll support. Absolutely I do, right? And the trolls are not going to support this playthrough. The trolls will support playthrough where they feel like they're going to get clips. They're going to get some kind of a reaction out of the emotion. This is more of
I don't think the trolls that give money give a fuck. You think Catherine's fat ass gives a fuck about what game you're playing?
a chill game. You're not going to get Phil Rages playing Dragon Quest 7. So you're never going to get any troll support either. So it's a factor of there just isn't a wide range of JRPG fans who are going to come by every one of these streams.
So he's looking for the troll element. He requires the troll element of support.
To support them. And I'm never going to get that element of the support that I get from those who like to see me get worked up.
Yeah.
It's just a shame because I love this. And again, I still remember very much the Dragon Quest 11 playthrough. One of my favorite I've ever done in my entire history as a YouTuber.
So
it
just
was
do
lengthy,
it.
but we had regulars who came by every stream who supported them. We talked, we hung out, we treated it like a chill
Aww.
hangout stream atmosphere instead of it just being about the game. it totally worked. There were streams that were slow, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but you would fight through those.
There were definitely awesome, amazing streams too.
He's not even playing the game.
It in its entirety and had such a great time with that playthrough.
What the fuck is this? He's just not even playing the game. I checked out mentally. I'm like, he's not even playing the game right now. He's just ranting about trolls.
It still stands out as one of the best RPGs I've ever played when it comes to an interactive audience and chill vibes and stuff like that. But I don't think that that's prominent anymore. You know what I mean?
You have to play when you're doing an RPG.
It seems like people are looking for some other stuff, especially because that's not often that you see games like that. Like, I think games like that. Like, I think Claire Obscure would have been the one from last year, but now here we are, and this is an older game being remade, and people don't get hyped for it. I can't make people show up. I just can't. I don't know what else I can say. The attendance today on YouTube seems good, yet the chat's dead and everyone's complaining.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? No. So how do you even know? How do I even know that half of these viewers aren't view bots right now?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's 137 viewers because that chat is not moving.
There's not a single person on Kick today who said they like this game. Everyone is just sitting there complaining and saying to play other stuff. And there's nothing much I can even do about that.
That's a good study group, by the way.
So
that's a good focus group.
And for the record, these idiots in Kick Chat saying, why don't you fake tip yourself? Because I've never faked tip myself. You're just a bunch of fucking morons.
That was the one ban that did go through. Was that one that said, why don't you fake tip yourself again, King?
If I faked tip myself, don't you think I would do it right now? I don't fake tip myself, you stupid idiots. I never have. You just made it up because you're jealous that I'm successful.
Oh, this looks successful. Let me tell you. Look at that. Look at the Yoshi cup coming in. Come on. You love this. Look at this. This is success.
Okay. Let's continue and let's see what happens.
We nearly gave up at one point, didn't we? We just didn't think we were going to be able
Okay. Well, he's definitely done now, right? Right? Right?
Oh, I totally understand that. Productions of Man says people like to have streams like this in the background. I get that. Listen.
No, you don't.
And I get it. I like the chill vibe, but at the same time, if people are just having it in the background.
Good question. Was that was recorded, I think, Strider. I wonder if it made the final cut. Let me check.
And don't talk or whatever. That's fine too. That's not really the issue. The issue is I need people to understand that I want to play this game, but you have to actually support it just like any other thing that I do.
Oh.
So, again, here I am playing it because people told me to get it. Like, no lie. People were like, are you playing Dragon Quest 7? It'd be great to play Dragon Quest 7. Are you going to get to play it? I'm like, well, I don't know if it's going to work. Because, these RPGs aren't doing very well. And then people are, no, come on, you got to try. I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Let's do it. And now here we are. Kind of like I kind of knew what was going to happen. I don't know why I always fall for it.
What do you mean fall for it?
Easy peasy.
Woo. Oh no, it made it.
I'm going from
It made it. I'm checking. Someone took the $1.50 and says, can we swap to Deadlock? We're not swapping, but if it ends up not working today, I guess we're done. And it sucks. Like, I like the playthrough. To make this clear to everyone, I like this game. Yet it's failing, and I don't know what to say. It made it. He did not edit that out.
strength to strength.
Oh, Furious Cinnabon says, I don't know what this stream even is, but I heard someone begging, so here you go. Okay, that can work. Big ups, Furious Cinnabon. Good name, too. Big ups to Magnum N. Here we go. Come on. I think we're in the laughing portion, but I'll give you this too.
It's grippy.
Smiles122 says, this is your regularly scheduled call to action that he does every once in a while, not too much, remember? Not too often, every once in a while.
For levels up. Good.
Okay, good. Next.
Oh, Dola says, well, if this were a Street Fighter 6 stream, I would tip $50. So you're going to be here tomorrow night for Street Fighter 6 when I'm playing with Dalzim for the first time?
Dalzim?
Because that would be great. Oh, is this? It's not. I thought this whole time this was the island we just left. Oh, wait, it is, but it looks different. The tower is gone. Oh, yeah.
So, wow, tower's gone.
Well, here's the other thing, too. All right, can we be honest here? So Dola just says, well, tomorrow night I can try, but I enjoy your Street Fighter 6 streams. So if you like Street Fighter 6, you like the content on the channel, you just don't particularly like this stream, right? then why don't you support anyway?
Oh my God. You can support at any time, actually. You did not know that? At any time you can.
Because if you can't be here tomorrow night, at least say, hey, here's $50 just so you know. This is for Street Fighter 6 because I really like Street Fighter 6. Please keep it up. I think what is happening now is people are coming by specifically
because you have set up this system, sir, in which every game is rated on how much money you get while that game is on the screen. How should people respond?
Whenever they can, but then if they don't like a game I'm playing, oh, well, I'll support later, but then you don't show up for Street Fighter 6.
Oh, my God. Wow.
You know? Just saying, like, that would help a ton if people would do that.
No, he asked for $50, but in the previous clip, remember, that guy said, if this was Street Fighter, I would give $50. I'm not trying to defend DSP here, but that's what happened. He said, I'll give $50 if you were playing Street Fighter. That's why the $50 was in his mind. I'm not defending him, though.
But I just don't get it. I really don't. Oh, now here come the trolls. All right, goodbye. Here we go.
Here we go. Come on. No matter how you slice it, if you said $5, it's still insane.
Because I said something that makes fucking sense.
Uh-oh.
Now the trolls come out and
begging just makes sense, you idiots.
Start insulting me. Look at this.
Give money now, dumb fuck.
But that's not true. And Titan Ice Lab says, well, that makes the game sound like it's successful. If right now, if you're on this stream and you're watching me play this, you're like, man, this game isn't really what I like. I wish people were playing Street Fighter right now. Then tell me that and support and be like, hey, so I love your channel, I love your content. This game's just not for me. But hey, this is for what I like. Like, for example, this is what I just said the other day when we were playing Hellmar. A lot of people seem to...
He's not moving! You're on the overworld, sir. Please move.
Want me to play Hellmar? So I did, but then the stream didn't do particularly well. And I was like, well, then if you like Hellmar, support on another stream. Maybe you just couldn't make it to this stream. Support on
the characters all staring at each other. Oh, what do we do? Yeah, just wait. He's almost done. Hang on.
Another stream and say, hey, I like Hellmar. This is for Hellmar, right? Then I would know. But if you don't do that, how on earth would I know what you guys really like or don't? That's a good point. I need to know that. I need to know what you really like or don't. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I need to know that.
Good point I just made.
I need to know what people want. I need to know what people want to support. Not that I just take a million shots in the dark and people randomly support and then I don't know what's working and what's not, right?
You know what's not working. This isn't. That's the system you've made.
And yes, every fucking idiot over on Kick opened their big fat fucking mouths to complain, right?
This is when he's off front page, so he has started banning now. But still, the total was very low, very low. Fat fucking mouth. He's banning. There's Phil's lesbian haircut. They did show up, actually.
Yeah, I know. At least I agree with Titan Ice Slap there. On YouTube, at least I can talk with people, and we can be like fair about it, matter of fact about it, and we can talk about stuff. On Kid, it's like talking to a bunch of animals half the time. I'm serious about that,
Jesus!
Too. Like, on Kid, they just act like dicks on purpose.
You think? And you said that's what it's there for. What should they do differently?
Like, oh, we can't actually talk about this. Immediately, everyone erupt with insults to Phil. Here we go.
They do that all the time, actually. It's wild. Banning, ban.
Thank you, Habib, for gifting a membership. That's actually our first membership of the entire stream. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Habib. Thank you, Habib. That really does help. Free Ice Cream says, just 30 minutes of baby rage whining, literally a child. Yeah, very entitled today. Very entitled. And this is all just ego hurt because he can't play whatever game he wants. That's what he wants to do, is do whatever he wants and people support. He wants to be Asmongold. Asmongold just does whatever he wants on stream and doesn't even think about money because he's getting so much. And he does, I mean, a lot of people are like that, actually. I don't say Asmongold. Most people, I should say, turn on their stream, do whatever the fuck they want. That's the end of it. DSP wants to be like those people, but he also wants a lot of to be a lot of reassurances of how much you love him with money. So that's why it's tough. Lord Grimm says, I enjoy your Street Fighter 6 streams. Here's for tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll put that down for that. That's one box. Not a Fox says, I showed my friend the clip yesterday when Phil said his tummy needs food. My friend said he sounds like a 5-year-old, so it's funny Phil says detractors are 5 years old. I need something in my tummy. I can't wait for Shanabrand's video to come out because let's just say a big theme of it is, how many boxes can I put you down for? I said that a lot. I asked a lot of people, so how many boxes do you want? It was a lot of fun. It'll come out soon. Jericho TSK says, I've been playing this game. Does anyone know why the fuck this party still has literal sticks for weapons? He doesn't really know how the games work that well. I think he focuses on one number, and he doesn't know if the number is right or not. So, let's just say it has high magic stat. Ooh, high number. Take that. And that's what he'll do. Right? So I don't know how this game works exactly, but that's what he'll do.
It seems fine. So I got a $5 anonymous tip. And they said, sorry to see the stream is going slow today. I am enjoying Dragon Quest playthrough, although I'd like to see you play something that you genuinely enjoy and you're having fun playing. Chin up. Sorry that this isn't much. Again, I don't want anyone to ever apologize and say, oh, it's not much. Dude, anything.
But you're acting like you're acting like that's not the case, sir.
Any stream is appreciated.
Is it?
Always. There is absolutely no reason ever to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not a lot. That's not the point.
Link109 says, no Joy DSP support for Mr. May. Sorry, tip low. Now, listen, I don't want anyone to think that. That's not the point, okay? I don't want anyone to think like that. That's not the point.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm not looking for someone to come in and drop hundreds of dollars.
I'm not looking for someone to come in and drop hundreds of dollars.
I'd much rather
people come by
and give a little. It adds up because so many people are enjoying the content, you see. So you don't ever have to apologize, right?
You don't ever have to apologize. You see, Link?
Okay. So, and I just leveled up. Now, I am enjoying myself. I like the game. What I'm not enjoying is that in general, the audience isn't enjoying the game. It's one thing if I like a game, but if I see that my audience doesn't like it, that's disappointing to me. And that's what I'm seeing right here is that in general, the audience has been complaining all day about the game, saying, play anything else, this is boring, we don't like this. And that drives me nuts because, again, I grew up playing JRPGs.
Who gives a fuck?
Right? They're in my blood as a gamer. It's something that I want to do, and I've told you, everyone always said if you had full control over your content, like if you weren't reliant on this as a job, right? What would you change about it? I would.
This is his literal dream, by the way. This is what's hurt so bad. This is why he said Andy's his gaming soulmate, because he could do whatever he wants when he plays games, because they don't really care.
Play more chill JRPGs. I love these fucking games, and I can't play them because I can't get an audience to come and engage and support them. I just can't, and I don't know what I can do to change that. What could I possibly have done differently today to make this stream appeal to a wider audience?
Stop begging and complaining about money the entire fucking time. Learn something about the game, share some information about the game, even share about stories about the game. Like, when I played this when I was a kid, I remember I can tell you I tried to get my dad into RPGs, but that was not his thing because I remember I got Final Fantasy. I forget which one it was, but it's one of those ones where you just take a few steps forward and you do the sword, but it doesn't hit the enemy. And my dad was out. He said, what? You don't even hit the enemy? I was like, yeah, that's how it goes. They just attack, but you don't actually hit him. He's like, I don't like this. But he did like Link to the Past because that was more active.
Okay. Because of the bullshit attached to me on the internet, okay? The bullshit that I can't help. And I've tried my best to change. I've tried my best to improve, to make this a better atmosphere, to stop being toxic, to improve the setup, to do everything I possibly can to be a better creator, right? It doesn't matter. The stigma follows me no matter where I go and what I do.
Okay.
I can't shake it. So the people who want chill gameplay don't come to DSP Gaming. They come to DSP Gaming because they think there's going to be drama today. There's going to be trolling. There's going to be him raging at a game. And there's going to be this.
You're doing it now. You're giving the content to the trolls right now.
I can't get the chill people to come watch, even though I'm making chill content. Do you see how frustrating that is for me?
No, I don't. I'm waiting for the chill. When does the chill happen?
It's not in my control. It's not at all. There's nothing I can do about it. So all I can do is try to appeal to that audience and say, listen, if you guys do show up, I'll make the content that you like and you want. But,
Yeah. Basically, money is the important thing for streams. That's it. Looks like he's typing something in the Discord.
Okay, sorry, I got an email I'm skimming through.
Any response from Wings? Apparently, Wings didn't say anything about DSP last night. But remember, he did ping Wings, and I'm trying to help out Wings, guys. Trying to help out. I don't know what to do. Remember that was yesterday? Velvet in the house. Velvet Raven says, if he were smart, he'd ask Grok for a list of random tip messages to read from when things got slow like this. That would make him technically correct. Instead of fake tipping, he just lies about tips. That's too much. I don't think he's that forward-thinking to try that kind of stuff, to get actual random messages from people. He wouldn't even think of doing that, I don't think, personally. I think his chat, his AI like search bars would be very funny. Give me a image, or draw me an image of me with Legos, and then he'd be like, oh, no, less fat, more hair, cooler set. I bet that's what he does, you know.
Check on that later. Okay. And then Pepe says, you make $100,000 a year playing games. You're a fun. I make money playing games people support.
Oh.
That's how I'm able to make a living. Because I play the games that people will actually support. That's how it works. That's how you make a successful business. You don't run a restaurant selling food no one will pay for.
Oh.
Right? Same thing as a streamer. You have to stream the content people will pay for. You're telling me that I can't play this game.
But the problem is you've been playing this game for like 2 hours and you're crashing out over not getting enough money as you see fit. But even though you have like, I don't know, $40 or something.
I don't know what else to do. Right? How'd you manage to give us the slip again?
Well, I don't know what else to do. I'll just continue bitching. How does that sound, everybody? Unless he's done. But I doubt it. Here we go. We move forward in time.
See, well, that's the problem, Lalafell. Says, well, maybe you should just enjoy the game and forget about, income. I'm not at that discretion right now. Maybe if I were bigger...
How are you not?
If I had thousands of viewers a stream, if I was making big bank on everything else that I was doing...
You are, as that person said.
But I don't. I'm a small-time dude.
Okay.
I mean, look, I have 200 viewers on YouTube, 100 on Kick, if that. That's not me. I'm not giant immune to stuff. I don't make FU money. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I really am
a commitment to her that I was not going to play mobile games a ton anymore.
This is why he's not making bank, because he makes the bank and then takes it out of the bank and puts it in Scopely's bank.
Working class streamer here.
Working class streamer.
I really am a working class streamer here. I'm happy and grateful that I make what I make, but that means I have to make intelligent decisions about what I stream, or else I can't keep this going. It won't work.
Ooh, that's good.
And I don't want that.
Fuck you, money. Fuck you, money. Fuck me, decisions. That's a good way to say it.
Be able to do what I love, even if it means I can't play every game that I love. In general, I'd like to at least be able to do what I love for a living. That's where I gotta go. There's a staircase from upstairs, so I have to go up and then down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why if you're a DSP fan, any real DSP fan has to have something innately special about their mindset, because any streamer talking to you like this is a huge red flag that most people on Earth would not put up with. I don't care how ingrained you are in the streamer like zeitgeist, but anyone talking to you like this would make you say, "What the fuck is this? What? Who is this? What the fuck is he? Why does he? What? Doesn't make any sense, right?" And he's saying like, "I need money for playing the games I want to play." That's where you guys come in. Who would sit through this? Who? Like, there's no one normal that would sit through this. It's impossible. Because how he treats people.
Okay, folks. So, yes, it is time for a break.
Uh-oh.
When we come back, we'll see how we can do here.
That is correct,
all right,
by
at
the way.
End of the stream. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not feeling too positive about it. It sucks. All I want to do is play this game and chill an audience. I can't get enough of an audience to do it. The people who come here are looking for a certain kind of gameplay, and if they don't...
Mr. Burnell, I'm reaching out to follow up on your visit to our clinic. Are you still having issues regarding chewing your fingernails? Again, please try to stop the biting, and especially tasting.
Get the gameplay they want. They either troll the chat, or they say, "Oh, I'm bored," and they leave, and they refuse to support games that I like this one. Not saying every game is that case.
Yeah.
I'm saying this particular genre just doesn't do well, and that's what I thought was going to happen. Like, weeks ago, when everyone was asking me as I was finishing Claire Obscure, hey, Phil, do you think you'll play Dragon Quest 7? That would be cool. And I was like, I don't know if I can. You know, I don't see how I can. And then I said, well, I'll just give it a try. I'll take the benefit of the doubt and... Okay? All right. Let's go on a break for about 10 minutes. When I come back, we'll chill for a little bit, and then we'll start again, and we will play for at least another hour. We'll see how it goes, okay? Again, if you like this content, if you like JRPGs, now would be the time to support one so I can keep it in the rotation. All right?
Now would be the time.
In the meantime, enjoy some highlight clips. I actually have to mute my speakers while I do this.
Remember to unmute YouTube, by the way.
Hopefully, there's audio this time. Let's test.
No, it's muted.
Let's see. What the hell? Now, you see what I did? I tried to unmute. Yeah, you know what? YouTube has completely changed their system. That's why the video was muted. This didn't even used to look like this. They must have redesigned the video player and auto-muted all my videos.
What happens here, Philip, is whatever your previous video is, that matters. So what matters is how your previous video was, because like me, I sometimes open 10 tabs at one time. But whatever your current video is, that's the state it will load in. So if I've made the mistake before of when I have a video playing and then open 10 at the same time and then 10 videos start playing. But now I have that. If you have that, the plugin, what's it called? Better YouTube or something, you can make that stop. But yeah. Like always start videos not playing. That's what I have now. So
yeah. That's exactly what happened. They redesigned the audio player. And when they did that, or the video player, and when they did that, it muted all the videos. That's why yesterday when I did a break, there was no audio. YouTube and all their wisdom, huh? All right, guys, so look at this. Fucking go away so I can adjust the volume. God, it's made by idiots, this fucking website. Enjoy the clips. I'll be back in a bit. And
we got to beg again?
Convene and figure out how stuff goes. All right, I'll be right back. Peace.
I think he's talking about the rounded thing. There's like they've added more rounded buttons. I think. I feel like that's not so recent. That's a recent addition. But yeah, the player itself, I don't see what's changed so much. Cream Pie asks a very pertinent question. What if Emmy reacted this way? Yeah, whatever she does, I do. So if she asks for money, I just give it. There's no questions. Okay, so that settles that right now. You see about she's a lot of drama going on around her right now, but we're not going to talk about that. I support her. I don't care what the drama is. Ozzy says, his support comes and goes, but this cycle feels different. His house of cards has never been flimsier, and his mental health has never been worse. I do agree with that he now is more frantic than ever about one stream. I mean, not ever, for sure, but, you know. Since the post-Asmon thing, he's not making as much money as he once was, and he knows it, but he has to pretend to be doing it. So... you know, he has to pretend to be making the same amount of money and have no problems, but he really isn't, and everyone can see it, but he has to pretend it's not like that. But then when if he's having a slow stream, what is he doing? Well, he's freaking out like this. So his actions speak louder than words, right? That's the key point here. Actions speak louder than words, right? Someone said, "Does Chu know about? Is Emiru Chu know? Does Chu know about Emiru?" Yeah, she just says like, "Well, she doesn't care." You know what she said? Go ahead, good luck. She said that on the stream last time. Someone asked like, "Do you care about Pooh's simping or something?" She's like, "Yeah, good luck to him. Go ahead, see what happens." And that was it. Magnum N says, not to derail, but a wild fact for you. A DSP is a person who supports individuals with intellectual, developmental, or physical disabilities. I know what you're talking about there. Because when you Google DSP for different stuff, you see things, and there's one like sound processor. A DSP is a sound processor, but I have seen that as well. I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, there's also direct support professional. That comes up as well. There's a digital signal processor. And yeah, direct support professional. There you go. So there you go. And there's also the Devi Sri Prasad guy, the musician. Yeah, so I hope you've seen that video of the Indian guy. I love that video. Please, I've showed it so many times. I'm not showing it again. I'll put it in the description if I forget. But yeah, there's an awesome video of DSP versus DSP. It's amazing if you haven't seen it. So Haiti says, donate even if you don't like the game or watch. Yeah, just show in. Just show up. That's the best. Just give money and check out. Just leave a donation and leave, right? That's pretty fun. Yeah, Enhancer. Enhancer's what I'm talking about. All right, he's not done.
What in the fuck was that, dude? Holy fucking titty twisting, what the?
Oh, wow, great highlights.
Whoa!
Break and slow the thing down.
Great highlight.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh, God.
Let's get back to the game. Let's get the volume back up. Let's get my speaker volume back up.
What the fuck was that?
Okay.
All right, how much do we gonna beg now? Let's see.
Yeah, so the whole chat was this idiot while I was gone, huh? Yeah, he's a fucking moron. And people are, why does Phil ban so many accounts? Yeah, I wonder why. You take a look? Did you take a look at the chat? That's why. The deranged. Because the deranged people, that's why.
That's a very small percentage of the people that get banned, by the way, is that guy.
The walk was good. I had a good walk, actually.
Did you feed any woodland critters? Or what does he call them now? Woodland something else? He doesn't say critters now because he knows that's a tractor meme. He said woodland organisms. It was something weird.
All right, well, we're going to continue for about another hour till around 4 p.m. Let's see how it goes. If people are here and
creatures.
chill and engage and support, I may keep this in the rotation. Right now, it's not looking good.
Uh-oh.
You know, with the fact that, ever since I started playing the game, we made about $25. I actually made half of what I made already just from the early show. And so much constant complaining. I just don't get it. What I don't get is why people ask me to play this. Like,
You choose what to do. Stop blaming them.
I told you up front. I said, when I was playing Claire Obscure, I said, I don't think this is going to work. If people don't show up for RPGs, why would people show up for Dragon Quest VII as much as I want to play it? Yet people persisted and said, no, you should play it. You should try new things, and this looks good. Okay.
Putting the blame on the audience. Very cool.
Let's continue. Hopefully, we will get...
So I want you to remember this guy, Tubtubs, okay? Tubtubs is going to play a part later. But Tubtub says, should have just played the demo of Neo 3. I guess he's talking about... or of this game. I'm not sure which one. And then Tubtub says, that definitely is not how I remember that playing out, Tubtub says, okay? In this case.
Some support for our JRPGs in this last hour. And if not, I don't know what's going to happen with this playthrough. Let's be honest. I think you all realize I can't have a game in the rotation that's pathetically slow every time I play it and we have everyone complaining. Okay?
I think we all know what's going to happen to this game, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think you know what's going to happen. It's going to go 6 feet under real quick.
No, Rose Diamonds. See, here's the thing, and this is what people aren't listening to, and it's not you. I'm not complaining to you. I don't want to play Neo 3. I have explained probably 27 times since people asked me to play the Neo 3 demo. I have no interest in playing Neo 3. I played the first 2 games. The second game was boring, and people hated it. And I don't want to play any more Soulsborne, Souls-likes. I'd rather just play the real thing. So right now, if you were to say play Neo 3, I'd say, no, forget Neo 3. Let's play Dark Souls 1 or 2 with mods on my PC to make it a new game, because then at least I'm playing the original and best version.
Oh, yeah, that'll be hype. Please do that.
I'm not playing some new version of a one that I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that.
New hype game or decades-old game with mods that everyone's already used. Cool.
I just don't want to play Neo 3. If I force myself to play it, I'll hate the playthrough. I'll rage at it and suck at it. And the only people who will benefit are my trolls who will say, yay, we got our rage bait clip.
We're getting the cope bait today.
That's it. So that's why I don't want to play Neo 3. I have no desire to play it whatsoever. It has nothing to do with, I don't know if people will support it. I just don't care for the game. You know, I'm not going to force myself to play something I know I'm going to hate. So I hope that makes sense. Right?
It doesn't.
No, not thin ice. In fact, you're going to catch a ban for even saying that, because there's no thin ice. She asked an honest question and was trying to be supportive, and I'm answering honestly. That's not thin ice, you stupid idiot.
Yeah. Thin ice. In fact, the ice is already broken for you, sir, is what you were trying to say.
What an ass.
What an ass.
Okay, we got it.
In fact, the ice just cracked for you. It's time for you to chill out.
Well, Kazik says, do you think RPGs would do better on a late stream? Audience is older and working during the day, case for me at least. I have tried this kind of RPG on day and night streams, and I'm sad to say it just doesn't really matter when I play it. You know, the thing is, here's the thing. If I'm on a day stream, right?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Typically, I'm either going to be doing a podcast or I'm going to be doing a DSP morning show before.
So those are the same things. Go ahead.
Even additional support that comes in for that I count towards the game, and it still doesn't work. You see? Like, on today's morning show, there was something like $20-30 of support before I started playing this game. And
okay, so duty streams, you have full license from DSP Gaming to always write in the titles how much money he makes during gameplay only, because clearly DSP cares about that metric.
Counting that towards the stream, and we're still at $50. So I don't think anything's really going to help these games at this point, besides people understanding if they want them, they got to be here to support them. And I don't think it's happening at this point. You know, it sucks. Prince Kiefer, I take it you're well. That's it? Wow.
Like, imagine if you're trying... I know it's hard, but, like, imagine you're trying to follow along this playthrough. Like, like, you have to be not listening, or... Like... I'm trying to imagine, pretend you really want to see someone play Dragon Quest right now, you know? Like, imagine that experience. What the fuck is going on here? How's the game? I can't tell. What? Gone but not my comments. Big up says, I don't know. I don't like what you're doing today, but this is my support pre-order for that being said. All right, cool. So I'll put you down for 2 boxes on Saturday. All right. Saturday you get to that being said. Thanks for that pre-support.
Typical average gamers, that's impossible. He says, what about using Patreon to do playthroughs of games like this where people can actually specifically pay to have a private playthrough of it? The Trolls said, the day I opened my Patreon 11 years ago, the Trolls outright said, if you ever try to paywall content on Patreon, we'll immediately become a member. So one person would pay like $5.
Yeah.
And we'll just go in, we'll rip all your content and put it all over the internet illegally because we don't care. We'll break the law.
Do you think your real fans would use that free content, honestly? I don't know if they even know how to find it.
So I can't do private content.
Okay,
it's
good cope there. Good excuse.
Possible. Even here, like members-only content, they'll just pay for everyone to have a fake membership that's worth less than a penny, and then you'll have 1,000 people who have access to the content, and I make no money on it.
Okay.
So I can't do, sadly, the things that other people do because the way that people behave towards me. It sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Some weird shit in chat. Emperor Ferbs in YouTube chat says, okay for a low-budget horror Bioshock-ish game. That's the first time in his chat, okay? And then Arnold Filza something says, happy Pride Month, Emperor Ferbs, 12 years a slave mod. And then Emperor Ferbs responds with, weird, I haven't watched DSP for 12 years. Well, you have. I've seen now more than ever how much work Emperor Ferbs is putting in behind the scenes. And it's not nothing. Dunsfelter's the biggest, though. Dunsfelter is that's his full-time job, is modding that chat. And after the streams, he'll unmod people, too, for a while, you know? Because I can see it on my Kick chat, if you don't know. It's like, even though the stream is off, the Kick chat is still getting the updates for the bands. So I can see when they do stuff. And he's just doing it forever. It's like, I don't know, he just loves it. He loves the power, I guess. I don't know. He's just doing it forever.
There's no such thing as a private stream. The only way that you could do a private stream, I believe, would be members only. But then, like I said, you can't do it on YouTube. The members can be bought for less than a penny. This is the problem. All these paywall solutions and things don't work. They don't.
This was I can scroll 4 times and show you this. Okay, so this is just the taste of it. This is Dunsfelter's night, okay? And he banned about, like I said, over 100 easily last night. Just sitting there clicking away. Click, click, click.
Okay. So we're back and we have some more things to put down. But we have 2. Do we have a choice here of what we want to do? It seems like we have a choice.
Okay, who cares? Seems like we have a choice here. Now he's trying to pretend he's into it.
Know how to say his name. NFUKSQ. So they said, could Dragon Quest be a stream that doesn't get support if views are there steady as 200 for a stream? Here's how it works. If I was a streamer who was bringing in thousands of viewers a stream.
Okay, that's not the case. So now what are you going to do?
Was making all kinds of revenue behind the scenes on residuals, if I had brand partnerships, if I was making all of this extra income, you know, then I could easily play whatever I wanted and not give a crap about what comes in on any individual stream. But I'm not. I'm actually a small-time streamer. I don't know how people don't get that. When you look at the views that I get on these streams, I get, what, 200 viewers on YouTube, 100 on Kick, so I'm a
small streamer that begs big.
300 viewer streamer. Do I make good money? I do. But that's because I choose the things that will make money. And I move and pivot depending on what does and what doesn't. If my other streams that I was doing right now were doing overwhelmingly well, like if I was doing a Street Fighter 6 stream tonight and it made $500, then yeah, I could do a stream of Dragon Quest that makes $0. But that's not the situation I'm in.
By the way, he wouldn't do that anyway. He has often done that. When he gets a huge stream, let's say, he would still say, well, guys, I still got to ask for money here. I mean, I'm not going to open the store for nothing, right? He never has done that, ever. Has said, well, I made a lot in the morning, guys. I don't need anything today. He never, ever has done that.
You know, I'm not. I have to try to do things that are smart. And that's kind of the point I was making with Abdullah earlier. Abdullah's like, oh, if you were playing Street Fighter 6, I tip you $50. I'm like, yeah, but if you tip 50 now...
He remembers that. That was an hour ago, dude. Let it go.
Then I could continue to play Street Fighter 6, and then I could play other games I like too. But they don't want to do that. So that's what I mean, like...
He didn't forget that, Abdullah. Don't forget about that 50, bitch.
The way that I can do things that don't make money is if I'm doing things that are also making really good money. And right now, that's not the case. I do make good money, but that's because I'm choosing the right things. And I'm moving between the things that work and don't. Okay? Maybe there will be a time in the future where I'll actually have enough of a solid viewer base, residuals from ad revenue, all kinds of support on good certain streams that I will be able to then say, hey, I can play Dragon Quest and I don't care what I make on the stream today. It doesn't matter. I'm just not at that level. You know, I'm not. Maybe eventually, but not now. And I think people look at guys, giant streamers, who they're in situations where they have 20, 30, 40, 50 times the viewership I do. They're making insane amounts of ad revenue on clips coming off of their content. They've got brand partnerships and shit. And they're like, well, I don't get it. They can play whatever they want.
No, because he's ignoring the largest streamer base there is, actually. It's people that just do it for fun. That's the largest camp of streamers. But he's pretending they don't exist, right? He's making there be two camps, right? There's two camps of streamers. Asmongold level and DSP, and that's it. So Asmongold level people, they get thousands every day. They don't give a fuck. They do whatever they want. And then there's DSP, who has to fight. He's a small-time guy, okay? He's a small-time guy. And he has to choose his games carefully. But he's pretending the largest group doesn't exist, which is the people that just play whatever game they fuck they want for fun. But, all right.
Right? Why can't Phil do that? Because that's not my reality. I'm a small-time dude. You know?
I'm a small-time dude.
Been huge. Even when I was a huge YouTuber, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it definitely was like that. And making 20,000 plus a month when you were getting 11 million views a month? Pretty sure it was like that then, sir. I don't know why we're trying to retcon that now.
I'll do that because that's not my reality. I'm a small-time dude. You know, I've never been huge. Even when I was a huge YouTuber, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had to kind of play the games that were working. I was kind of at the mercy of views on YouTube. Now I'm at the mercy of what will work on a stream. That's, to be honest, it is kind of an unfair comparison because some people
It is a very fair comparison because he chose to do that since the beginning of time. He didn't quit games back then because that was a big part of it. He wants to play the game to the end. But he would bitch about views constantly. He did that ever since he started YouTube. He would bitch about views. And wait till you see on the KO Gaming thing, because I'm starting to get it ready. There's a lot to it. But I can tell you, within a week of the Homefront video, which got, ended up getting 1 million views. Within a week of that, he is bitching about his other videos not getting that many views. Within a week. It's just, it controls his entire life.
Well, I don't get it. All these other guys do it. Why doesn't Darkside Phil? Because Darkside Phil isn't huge. And, I'm not going to be, I don't think. Especially being the kind of creator I am. I'm not doing drama content. I'm not doing political content. I'm not doing the stuff that's bringing in the drama views.
When did that start, though, Doomers again? I feel like that's still like a post-Panda thing in my mind. But you could please correct me if I'm wrong.
That's just my reality, at least for now. At least for now. Maybe that will change in the future. Things definitely are on the upward trend. Like, I'm not kidding. Right now, the last few years, things are getting better and better for me. They are.
Okay, so now he's roping in the last several years. So that counts the Kino Casino bump, the Asmon bump that is now gone, but his views are lower than ever. So I'm not sure what he's talking about here.
So I'm not complaining or anything.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's my reality, and the way that I will be able to keep being successful is by making smart decisions, not by just saying, well, I really want to play this game, so let me just completely screw my business over by doing a 60-hour playthrough of Dragon Quest, which almost no one supports. It won't work. I know, I've been there before. I've done it with games like Yakuza. I did it with shoot. What's the other one that I did a lengthy playthrough of and everyone complained? I'm trying
By the way, the game has been paused this whole time.
to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's been 2 or 3 of these that I have actually done that,
Imagine being like, do you ever play a game or...
I am not a big-time streamer, Agent Coop, by any means whatsoever. Absolutely not. I am insanely lucky to get the level of attention and support that I get because I'm in a unique position.
Yeah, begging.
I know that. Being around so long, being the subject of so many people's ire and attention, I get undue attention for the content I make. Thank you to Rose for $2. I appreciate that, Rose. Says, can't support much. I'm sorry that Dragon Quest hasn't been more popular. It's all good. It's certainly not your fault. You don't have to say sorry, but I will say thank you for your support. Well, I just got another $10 from You're Not Funny, who says, I will do my best to support JRPGs. Thank you, You're Not Funny. Let's get another animation for you.
Yeah, let's get that animation. You've earned that.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Boomer Spooner, if I killed games for not making $150, we wouldn't be playing this again today. We wouldn't be playing Hellmart. We wouldn't have played any of the indie games that I've been playing.
You do cut those out as soon as they don't hit the goal twice, though.
Should I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
We wouldn't be playing most games. It's completely false. You're just an idiot.
Okay. No, I don't think so. It's very factual. Go ahead.
MBKAJ says, is there any amount that can be tipped just to have me play a game outright? No. If there seems to be a desire and consensus for a game, and people bring it up and we talk about it on a stream, and there seems to be like, yeah, we'll check it out, then I would play a game. But it would never just be one person's like, hey, I'll drop $200. Can you play this game? I would not do that. No.
Yes, he would.
Okay.
Yes, he would. And he has before.
Listen to the Stalking Tiger. Stalking Tiger just did a $19 super chat and says the following. I hope you continue this game since you're refusing to play Neo 3 or Yakuza 3 Remake. I view you as my employee. If you play good games, you'll get more support. Stop playing boring indies.
Yeah?
Ay, ay, ay.
So, what do you do?
Yeah. That's right. Those horrid, boring indies that no one likes and I get no support for, right?
Yeah, that's what happened last time.
Thank you, Stalking Tiger. I like this game and I want to keep playing it. I do. I really, really do want to keep playing it. I want to keep it in the schedule. Oy, oy, oy. Thank you, Stalking Tiger, for the super chat. Biggest super chat of the day. Okay.
I don't think he even got it. The employee thing. Like maybe he just selectively didn't hear that, Emperor Ferbs and this Arnold Filza person have gone back and forth a lot here in the chat. I can't show it because his name literally is the N-word. But it does say, I like how you deny watching 12 Years Not Being a Slave mod. Emperor Ferbs says, well, I could argue that, but I mean, why waste my time? Arnold Filza says, why waste my time? DSP mod. Why indeed? Emperor Ferb says, aren't you doing the same thing, wasting time? Arnold says, yes, and it's very entertaining. Why am I not banned yet? Come on, sweep it up. Emperor Ferb says, well, at least you admit you're trash. I'm happy for that. Emperor Ferb then says, sorry, I'm playing a game. I don't care for punctuation. Oh, because he said your, because Emperor Ferbs did your incorrectly. Is the game Slave Mod Simulator? Right now, you're playing it poorly. This is how you don't play Slave Mod Simulator, says Arnold. Emperor Ferbs then says, who made that video? Outsider or Evil AJ? So clearly stating he knows this is how you don't play creators. And then Arnold says, Thin Ice name dropping trolls. And that was the end of it. So Emperor Ferbs showing his allegiance, not showing his allegiance, but showing his knowledge of Outsider and Evil AJ in chat with the shield, by the way. This is a shield holder in DSP's chat. How will DSP respond? He hasn't shown up yet. Michael says, bank account must be low to be this frustrated. I think, yeah, well, obviously, yes on that. And he spent a lot of money, and I'm sure a lot of it's on Klarna. And he bought a lot of fucking shit, man. I know he made a fuck ton, but still. He's made a lot, and he probably put those payment plans on everything, and he doesn't, like, keep anything in a savings account, so all of it goes, right? And then the next month, you got to pay back those Affirm and Klarna payments, and you got to be making the same amount, or it's going to start hurting. So I'm sure he's worried about that. He wants to buy thousands of exercise equipment, too, coming up. He wants the Asmon bump to be back, right? He wants it to be here all the time, because he thought it was going to be there all the time. Jadora says, I hope this helps the man who co-hosts the show with you. Sounds like he really needs it. Maybe you could take him to a Thai massage parlor. That would be a fun trip. Me and Meerkat at the we'll vlog the whole thing. I'll set him up with some fun for sure. I've never been to a Thai massage parlor, but I would send Meerkat in there. Marlon says, hey, I'm ready for Phil's hot takes about how Riot laid off people from the studio who made 2XKO. The game the Cannon Brothers worked on. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I know he did that last night. I do have those clips ready for us here if we get there. But he's going to grave dance today, even though I know he already did. He would love to. And it's a very normal thing, by the way. It's not a good sign, let's be real. Like, anyone that says this is a good sign, it's coping. But it is a normal thing for studios to lay off employees of said game that made the game because they don't need as many people anymore, right? So, you know. But we'll see. The game's not done, for sure. But I wouldn't say it's a great sign that that's happening. But we'll see. A DSP will take this to mean the game is fucked, right? That's what they're going to say. But anyways, let's go.
His good graces before you know it.
You see, this is the double-edged sword of being a variety streamer. I always have something to stream. I'm never bored because there's always stuff to do. At the same time, everyone has different tastes. Mm-hmm. Everyone. So you'll have people who like the indies and people who don't like them. People who want RPGs and people who don't want them. People who want fighting games and people who detest them. And if you can't get the right audience at the right time, you're kind of shot.
Are you?
I'm lucky that I've done this for so long that I kind of can navigate around, and for the most part, I get it right, but not always, right? Oy, oy, oy. Okay.
I'll see you there.
Oy, oy, oy.
Nice. Guys, this is the final part of our stream. If you've been watching and enjoying, I hope that you liked the stream for engagement and helped out in that way. Now, last chance to support this stream. If you like it, please support it. If you haven't yet, let's go. Let's get rallying for classic JRPGs here on DSP Gaming, for goodness sakes.
He's at $104 right now.
Call to action. Call to action. I hereby call all of you to action now. How dare you? Don't you hear me calling? Calling for action?
All in a day's work.
Hurt. Nice. The call to action on the stream.
I got it.
Wow.
Time to end it all.
They didn't stand a chance.
Well, there you go. Troll over on Kick says, cope all you want. This was not a successful stream. That's right, guys. It wasn't. Absolutely not.
It didn't seem like it.
Absolute opposite of success. No way we could ever consider that this stream was a success, right? That's what the troll said.
Are you going to say it was tomorrow? Today, I mean?
Dabians, I know I could have bought better weapons, but I said... Old Man Nax says, I want to support, but I'm afraid detractors will harass me. Well, then, you can tip anonymously. That's why I have tips open on PayPal, because you can say whatever name you want.
Is that why?
You could say you're a detractor and tip me. Say you're an idiot and you accidentally tip me by accident. And then no one would know who you are.
Just make sure to tip.
So here comes a liar now, of course, because trolls are desperately afraid someone would actually contribute. They go, well, Phil will dox you. He'll get all your information if you tip him. Completely false, but, you know, they've been spreading this insanely false narrative for years.
It's
They're just
not.
assholes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, here's some proof otherwise.
I just got a $30 anonymous tip, and the person says they want to remain anonymous, but this is for the Street Fighter 6 Season 3 pass.
Okay. Okay, so you do get some information there.
Yep. So, I don't even think that was the same person, because, you know, I could see email addresses. That was...
Oh, wait a second. Huh? You can see something? I thought you said it's totally anonymous. What?
So...
What?
I don't even think that was the same person, because, you know, I could see email addresses.
What? I thought you don't see anything. Sir Percy Thrillington says, starting up Neo 3 today. Call to action. Big up, Sir Percy Thrillington. Have fun. It'll be fun. Everyone's liking it. That's the scuttlebutt. That's why DSP's not playing it.
All right, well, sadly, no one heeded the call to action. No one. So we'll just save here, and this is we will resume next time.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. It's time's up. Time's up. Oh, nice flex. Look at that, flexing on him. All right, good stuff.
Wow.
So no, we will not continue the adventure, but I hope that you got good stuff. Time's up. Nice flex. Look at that, flexing on him. All right, good stuff.
Great stuff.
So no, we will not continue the adventure, but I hope that you guys who are here live enjoyed the
How could you enjoy that?
Reimagined stream today. And for those watching on demand, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm sorry that there was some derailing because there's so much trolling today. And
no, I think the derailing was more from the banning.
so much toxicity and negativity. At the same time, I am enjoying the game. We did get some support, so it will continue later on in the week. We'll have to see how it goes. All right. A transgender Asian just subscribed over on Kick. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, why is this screen there? Oh, there we go. I wanted to see if we had any more achievements today.
Gotta check the achievements.
All right, so only 2. Literally the entirety of the stream. And at the end, a transgender Asian became a subscriber. Very nice.
Any other comment? Let's see what he says here. Handles it with class and grace, I'm sure.
All right. All righty, everybody. So, there will...
All right, that's it for the day stream there. Very intense stream for sure. That might be the highest level of begging since the new year for sure, this month. I mean, that was a hell of a... We need a shower after that one. There is a few things over the night stream, so let's get into this. Speaking of 2XKO here, I hope you enjoyed my mental health crisis. Hope you enjoyed that. Adderall Dependent in the house says this is why he loves RPGs. The turn-based gameplay allows him to hold the stream hostage nonstop. Yeah, whatever you want, you can pause it. Yeah, whatever you want, you can pause it and bitch at people. That's true. I didn't think about that. Husky says this main character is more cross-eyed than Phil. I didn't notice it. But you might be right. I'll look for it next time. Big up, Saskia. Iwamoto says, King, Puppet Master, Small Time, Small Fry. That's all the title he has. Here's 2XKO Slander. DSP has not showed up in chat yet at all. He did ban Arnold, though, so Arnold did get banned. But now... Yeah, that's it. Okay, there we go. Go.
So what's going on, everyone? What's the word on the street?
What's the what?
So what's going on, everyone? What's
going on, everyone?
What's the word on the street?
I'll check the tip.
I know what the word on the street is, but I don't know if you've heard what the word on the street is.
ABC.
That's right.
This is it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
So
ABC.
for about a year,
1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl.
people started asking me, Phil, are you going to be playing this new fighting game that's coming out called 2XKO? It's from the world of League of Legends, meaning it's the characters from League of Legends in a fighting game, and it's fighting game, so people thought it would be up my alley.
Denson
now,
5,
this game has been
know.
in development for, if you can believe it, a decade. Okay, it was announced in 2016, and so for this game to be in development for this long, right? It doesn't make sense. Like, what took so long? Apparently, the game had a lot of development issues. They kept trying to change what the game was going to be over and over.
Yeah.
So therefore, because of that, it wasn't like focused in on one thing, and then they kept changing their ideas. The fighting game community was constantly giving input on it, on what they wanted it to be. And so now, from what I'm going to understand, they had a huge staff of people, some of which were fighting game community players. I know some of them, like Rimjob.
Oh my God, I know some of them.
Actually helping with the development of this game.
I know some of them.
It had an early release back in October, and it was PC only, and it was only a few characters. So it was a very small-scale, slow launch to kind of test the waters and see how it would do. And the community had given feedback, and they went back to the drawing board and rebalanced it a bit. And then finally, they fully released it 3 weeks ago. They called it 2XKO 1.0, and it actually hit console. So they were considering this is the full-fledged release. The thing is, the game's free. You don't pay for it. You just play it for free, and then eventually you buy more content, whether it's the cosmetics or maybe there'll be season passes down the line, whatever it's going to be. Like they were going the Overwatch route. Well, the game's been out for 3 weeks. They just laid off half their staff and announced that because the game is not doing well financially, they can no longer continue to employ a staff that large, and therefore have to lay off about half of the staff. But they assured everyone, oh, don't worry, this half staffing, we could still maintain the game. It's like, yeah, but what about improving it? What about making it better? What about still listening to the community? They laid off all the people from the fighting game community working on the game completely. So,
I mean, why would you need as many testers, right? That kind of does make sense. Again, it's not a good sign for sure. But, I mean, why would you need as many testers and people to create characters if you do have the game come out at this point? But anyways, go ahead.
So, the game has essentially flopped. Like, what's happened is, just as this announcement hit, the FGC was like, why would we invest time in this game when it looks like it's going to fail? You don't just lay off half the people working on your game if there has a future. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like they invested 10 years of time, a buttload of money into the game. So they launched it, but had no confidence in it. It's not doing any kind of profits, so they're just cutting the cord slowly. Like, they're not going to immediately just cancel the whole game. But the fact that they just laid off that many people is insane. Like, seriously, that's wild, over-the-top levels of just lack of confidence in the game.
Okay.
That you would lay off half your staff. So basically, it looks like the game's dead. Now, my reasons for not playing the game were very simple. Tom Cannon, one of the infamous Cannon brothers who used to run Shoryuken.com, who used to run Evo, who I don't like.
Created GGPO and created Evo. Go ahead.
Because he was kind of disingenuous back in the day, very, how can I say, unfair with the way that things were treated at tournaments and the like. The way that SR
just a reminder that DSP tried to make his own tournament to rival Evo. It was called Impact. And you might be surprised to know that never happened at all.
K was treated the way that when he was launching rollback netcode, the way he treated people, including me. I have no confidence that anything this guy does would ever be good, nor would I ever want to.
All right, so I'm saying it now. The rollback netcode episode of Density Scrolls will happen on the 21st. Okay, that's the 21st, Saturday after next.
Support it. So I abstained from playing this game whatsoever. I said I'm not even going to play a single version of it. There's no point, right? I just don't want to even be involved in it. And now here we are, and the game is flopping and laying off half the staff, and it looks like it's probably going to get canceled. So listen, I can't say a word about how the game played whatsoever. I never played it.
Yeah.
All right. If there were a lot of people who were working on this from the FGC, you would think that the game probably had some sound things about it or was going in the right direction. But you put this project in charge of someone. All right. Or excuse me, you put someone in charge of this project. I say it backwards. You put someone in charge of this project who, if you actually researched, had a track record of disingenuity, deception, you know, is it a
success?
Shock that this game was 10 years in development, didn't even really fully launch, and has already failed? No. But you would needed to know Tom Cannon, which apparently no one really does. They just go work at this guy For 10 years, he had employment for a game that's going to fail and be canceled. If you never heard of it, you didn't play it, consider yourself lucky. I was never going to play it to begin with, knowing that Tom Cannon was in charge of it, so I will just continue to abstain from it. But you can just imagine how much money was wasted on this game. A decade of development, and all these people employed developing this game, and the game is now going to essentially flop and be canceled. Can you imagine the millions of dollars that were pissed away?
Can you imagine? Love the music for this,
So
by
anyway,
the
that's
way.
the news that hit the street during the break.
That's the news that hit the street.
Pretty huge for the fighting game community. They were like, holy shit, are you kidding? That's insane.
I'm not going to let it play. He goes on for more, but he's going to talk about, I can promise you, he will talk about it again today. And it's not canceled at all, by the way. The fighting game tournaments that were scheduled for this year are still going to happen. And by the way, it wasn't the Tom Cannon's money. It was Riot's money. They were hired by Riot to make the game. But yeah, okay, let's move on positively here.
All right, so we're going to start playing within about 5-10 more minutes. I'm waiting for attendance to go up a little bit more. Hopefully we get more than 135 people on YouTube.
Oh, definitely.
Let's go. Let's get some early support for RimWorld. If you have enjoyed this playthrough for the over a month that I have played it, let's get support for it tonight. Let's keep it going. It is actually one of the strongest supported, most engaged playthroughs I have done in a while. It's a staple right now of my content. When I play it a couple of times a week, I am really enjoying keeping up with it, even though it's challenging, it's difficult, it's daunting because there's so much micromanagement and so much knowledge to try to juggle. All right.
And this is his lowest viewed playthrough on YouTube, confirmed. This is some of those barely got to 200 views, these, okay? So this is the one that's purely surviving because it gets donations. That's it. I mean, that is it.
Okay. Darn it, I don't think we're going to get many more. It sucks. I love playing this game with you guys, and you guys are engaged, and you do support these streams, so no worries. As long as that continues, I'll keep playing RimWorld. But I swear
same.
every week it seems that when we play it, we get less viewers.
Yes.
I just don't know what's up with that. Like, where's everyone going? All right, let's get set up for RimWorld, okay?
Let's go!
Okay.
Oh.
When is Crumble Cookie? We don't know yet. I was talking to my wife about it.
Crumble
Obviously,
Cookie?
it's not tonight. It may be tomorrow. It may be Wednesday. Here's what I was thinking.
Crumble.
I don't think I should do it tomorrow because tomorrow's Street Fighter 6, and you know what happens when I play Street Fighter 6?
I get indigestion.
You know that I tend to get, like, high blood pressure, very, very agitated. I'm not...
You can't be eating cookies on days like that. You guys understand that. What are you, nuts? I gotta play Street Fighter. I can't eat fucking cookies, idiots.
I'm not going to feel like eating cookies. I'm probably just going to be, like, sick to my stomach. Usually when I play Street Fighter, actually, I get indigestion from dinner. I'm not even kidding. So I don't think that we should be doing Crumble tomorrow. So maybe, like, Wednesday. The thing is, there's no rush. It's a night stream. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it on a night stream. It's not a huge deal.
Okay, gotcha. It's not a huge deal.
Am I unnerved that the colonists don't produce waste? I mean, for a game that they're trying to simulate the real needs of people, I guess it is kind of bizarre that they don't need to use the bathroom at all, right? That is a little weird.
It's a video game.
I just realized we didn't get a tip. Can we get a tip? Can we get our first tip of the night?
I just realized we didn't get any tips yet.
Let's go. When I'm getting set up, I'm going to move everything over, get set up. Let's get our first tip of the night right now as I'm booting up RimWorld.
That's 2 in a row for the point. Is the point back?
Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be that first tip of the night?
I think the point's back.
Maybe it'll be $100 tip and we'll see an animation. Ooh. Yes.
I think the point is back. Oh, God. Not the droop. Not the droop. Okay. Whew. That was close.
Okay, let's see here. Here we go. This troll just asked, geez, Phil, how much can you squeeze 4 people that support you? I don't know. I'll answer the question after you move out of your grandma's basement.
Ooh.
Okay.
Destroyed. Absolutely felt it.
Here we go again.
Hey, we got our first one. There it is. I got to oh, fuck. Elton John, get out of here. God damn it. I always keep that on because I want to make sure it's working. Like I put down, I got to turn it off. Get out of here, Elton. God damn you. All right, that's 2 real quick. All right, hold on. That was the N-word guy, by the way. Yeah. You saw it. Let's go. Here we go. Get out of here, Elton. I love you, but not here. Not in that way, though, as DSP would say. I'm a married man. I just like his music, okay? I like his music. All right, so we are up to 2. Before we start, that does count. Everything counts, okay? Everything counts. 2 bands today.
Alrighty. And let's swap.
We
over
already beat yesterday. Can you imagine? We already beat yesterday.
Here we go.
Okay, what am I still here for? Get out of here.
Would I ever do a stream with Asmongold again? Yes, I would. But from the way that Asmongold operates, from what I have learned, all right, he doesn't really plan ahead that well. He kind of does stuff spur of the moment, on the fly. If he remembers something, he'll get to it. A lot of the times, he doesn't remember. Okay.
Oh yeah, the message that got that guy banned was "Happy Black History Month, everyone," and that was on Kick. So Emperor Ferbs banned him on Kick, but not YouTube. And the second banner was "No Wolverine Stupid Parents" on Kick. For Black History Month, Phil should replay As Dusk Falls and make slave trade jokes again.
He's the opposite of me. I'm the kind of guy that I want to plan everything ahead. I want to have everything laid out. Everyone knows what I'm doing every single day. Very very structured. That's the kind of guy I've been my whole life. He's kind of the complete polar opposite, right? So, he says to me during the interview, I'm going to do a podcast. I'd like you as a guest to talk about games. Okay,
oh my God.
Never heard from him again about that.
Still salty.
I haven't heard from him again since then, and sadly, I don't know where he's doing, but I haven't heard anything since then.
Talked to him during my Christmas event and asked him if he wanted to come on and just say, Merry Christmas for.
Oh my God, he asked Asmongold to say Merry Christmas on his stream. Can you be more pathetic? Who else did you ask? Could you just come on my show real quick and say Merry Christmas?
Talked to him during my Christmas event and asked him if he wanted to come on and just say, Merry Christmas for a few minutes. He said, if I'm streaming at the time, sure. And then it didn't come together. So since then, I haven't even talked to him at all.
I hear something. Oh, I thought it was Raw Phil. It's not.
Because I'm busy, too, to be honest. I'm streaming a ton and everything, so it's not a big deal. But, would I like to do work with him again? Sure. It was entertaining having that conversation with him. It was fun. I think people really enjoyed it. But being that he's the bigger guy.
I'm busy, too, but yet I somehow made time to ping him multiple times to get him to say Merry Christmas. But yeah, I'm very busy, by the way. I'm super busy.
Right? He's the bigger streamer and creator by about 100-fold. I don't think I would be the guy to go out and set anything up. It would be him. He would have to say, hey, finally down to have you on a show, or hey, want to have another conversation or whatever.
Hey,
the only thing I can do to get his attention is insult him. Like publicly reach out and scream at him again like I did last time, where I called him a bitch on X, and that got his attention. I don't really want to do that. He did me a really strong solid by having me on for an interview. And it helped me out a lot. So I don't want to be like a jerk to the guy. I don't want to be bothering him about shit. So, honestly, I just don't know where to go about it at all. I don't want to sound like I'm some kind of a jerk. I certainly don't need Zach or his attention or his
This is some extreme cope. Wow, this is pretty good. I don't need it
to be successful. I'm successful as it is, right?
I don't need it.
But I don't want it to seem like, I would like to collab with him, but I don't want it to be like, this guy's gonna keep bugging me now for collabs because we did an interview and he got some money off of it or whatever and some notoriety. So now he's gonna keep bugging me. I don't want to come across like that, So I just basically left him alone. I did. And that's it. That's where I've left it. Really haven't focused on that. I'm just doing my own thing right now. So.
But yet you have pinged him multiple times?
Well, that is true. I will always sound like a jerk no matter what I do, Lavinia. You're right. No matter what. Correct.
Wow. I'm very busy and I don't care about him. But yet I have pinged him multiple times and I'm just kind of waiting to see if he's going to say anything. But I will every once in a while check in. You know what I mean? I will check in every once in a while. NW News is the most dented self-sabotage win condition ever. Big ups to MWO News. Waffle Buddy 123 says, fence sitting hypocrite. I'm losing but winning. I'm losing, but I'm winning, but I'm also it's confusing. It must be very tough to try to appear winning when you know behind the scenes you're not winning. It must be very tough on the mental state. And also, I'll show it now because it's relevant. So DSP did say in Twitter yesterday before the night stream, he said, "I told you all the reasons I refused to play 2XKO. Well, once again, I was right." What do you mean I was right? I don't know what that means in this case, to be honest. I mean, the game is still happening. The game is still being made. They're still doing tournaments. What do you mean he was right? And I can tell you, I've never seen this. There's not a single mention of support for DSP at all. I mean, every single one is negative. Oh, except for John Smith here says, "Our king knows all." Jade no like. Cannon brothers have accomplished more than you ever will. I bet the Cannons were able to go on a honeymoon. Oh, no, you weren't, you dumb fuck. You just hate the Cannons because you couldn't get into the cool kids club. Absolutely true. And you still can't because not even Wings and LTG detractors like your dumb takes on them when you post them on YouTube. No one likes you. Not even Kat, because she is gone. Oh, God. We also have this.
Too bad. Too bad.
Riot is actually doing very well. They're very successful and happy. You didn't play it because you read all the you read out of context headlines and need to be told what to think on the internet. Oof, good stuff there. You know, I like when it's more than just your gouty pig roach, right? I think that's what hurts more. That's what I think it should be the goal. It's just telling factual things, such as the only reason you hate Tom Cannon is because he's successful. And that's it. And also, he banned him once for posting a huge black python on the website.
No one in my...
And I don't mean the snake style.
The gated private community went nuts over the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. No. Or if they did, they kept it to themselves, you know? We're a very quiet community. That's the point of being in a private gated community, is that people don't act like assholes. They're just keep to themselves. They're quiet. We want to have a nice, relaxed, protected existence, you know? Now we got a major break risk, then it went back to a minor break risk. It's Dutchy. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Cold went away. I can't make it so that Kira's alive again. I can't
make it so Kira's alive again. That sounds sad.
$5 of contributions tonight so far. We got super chats. We got subs. We got kicks. And we got a membership. But we don't have any tips.
There you go.
It would be good to get a tip tonight. That way we get a little bit of everything, all kinds of support. And if someone wanted to do a $100 tip, we could get a Super Bowl animation tonight. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. But thank you to anyone who tips.
There you go. There you go. Just got it. Bada bow.
That'll be great. But thank you, Seaflow. That's actually our biggest single contribution of the night right now. So thank you so much.
Please, yes.
Wow. I certainly was not expecting to get a giant tip like that tonight at all.
Oh,
so thank you for that. Once again, RimWorld continues to be one of the most steadily, heavily supported contents that I'm putting out. I really appreciate that. That's
up to 4 bands.
That helps because earlier today, again, I'm trying to play Dragon Quest 7. I want to make a playthrough out of that game. And dude, it is hard. It is hard because, number one, I get people who just sit there and complain that they hate JRPGs the whole time, and it's like gives you a headache. And then on top of that, it's just hard to get people to support them. But we did earlier today, finally, we did actually get some support at the end of the stream. So I actually did decently for Dragon Quest, but having a great RimWorld stream helps make up for that. Really, like the streams where I do better means that I can play games that normally wouldn't get support. So
so don't keep going, giving more.
Thank you for that, for supporting the RimWorld stream here tonight, okay?
Don't think you're off the hook, guys. You can just give more, okay? And he is guilt tripping because of how hard it is to beg. That is correct, okay? So here is the...
I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now we're cooking with gas. That's right. Now we're playing with power, baby. Thank you so much.
That's why the thumbnail was today. Now you're praying with power. If you guys saw the thumbnail today.
All right.
Someone else made that, though. Big ups to the person that made that.
So, now I'm really confused. So, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
We have to figure this out. Why is it saying that there's no food?
Okay, who cares?
In time tonight. Wow. Thank you for a $25 tip.
There you go.
How much to name it? Someone wants to pay to name the dromedary? Seriously? You can. I don't care what we name it. If someone actually wanted to pay to name the dromedary, there you go. How much to name it?
What? Why are you laughing at that? You did that.
Well, no, I mean, come on. Hold on a second. When we play Pokemon, it's 20. We can't start... we can't now reduce it. Are you saying... Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that RimWorld is not at least equivalent in stature to Pokemon? Are you telling me RimWorld is worse than Pokemon? It should be cheaper? I don't know. That's kind of an insult. Since this game is so good, I think it should, at the very least, it should be a $20 contribution to name the dromedary. In fact, you know what? Since people are saying RimWorld is like a masterpiece, like a best-in-class sim game, survival game, perhaps we should be like 25.
Wow.
What do you guys think? 30? Oh, we got a 30. Maybe it should be 30. Maybe $30 to name the dromedary. There we go.
He got money now, so he's feeling great because everyone loves him again, right? That's all it takes to hit. You know?
And then you click on training. Okay, hold on.
He's got his fix. Now he's out having fun.
You click on the animal. You click on training. Okay, so if someone does contribute tonight to name the dromedary, we can name it. But it's up to you guys. You don't have to. You know, someone suggested. I never would have even thought of that myself, to name the dromedary. Someone pays to do it. That's ridiculous. But hey, someone.
What's the difference in Pokemon? What's the fucking difference? Oh God.
Fun over. Time for the pre-stream.
I still got. We're gonna after this is over. I promise we're gonna play the daily wrap because that was something to show. That was something interesting. But yeah, we gotta go. Here we go.
A new game by the name of Crizzle Theater of Idols. It is a survival horror game that plays from the first-person perspective. It plays like an FPS.
I promise. Just remind me.
Interesting gothic horror elements, like using your own blood as ammo for the guns, which is kind of weird and creepy.
No, it's a morning show.
The best comparison that people have made is that it's kind of like BioShock, but I don't know if that's accurate. I haven't played it. I've only seen the trailer. It looks interesting. You know, it does. It looks like something a little different. Definitely different than stuff that we've been playing recently. And that's a good thing. Variety is always a good thing. Definitely. So I'm excited to jump into that for today on the first stream right here after the morning show.
After the morning show.
And of course, tonight's late stream is the return of Street Fighter 6 and Dalzim, who I've not used since I returned to Street Fighter 6 a month ago. All right, so I'm excited. Oh, thank you for feeling the love and sharing the love. Really on here, Michael. I'm excited to jump back to Street Fighter 6 tonight. So the full day of action-packed stuff here on the channel. Good stuff today, right?
Now that's hype.
How's everyone doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. You ready to chill with me? The DSP morning show means that we are going to hang out for roughly a half an hour to an hour to build up stream attendance and get excited for the new release. And we're going to talk about all the news, including...
You heard it, right? Okay, there you go. Big hit. Okay, I was like, say, God, watch just me here, and I fucked up the setup.
All the gaming news.
I'm laughing like an idiot. You guys can't hear it. I was worried for a second. Skullmaster, Master of Skull says, 2XKO exceeded Marvel Rivals in downloads on opening weekend. It didn't flop, but it's not dead yet. It's not good, but the game is still afloat. Yeah, so he just wants it to be done. And, you know, maybe it will be done sometime, and he'll definitely grave dance again. He just wants to get anything he can on Tom Cannon, a successful human being in life.
That is out there. We've got an update on Directive 8020, the next game from Supermassive Games. We've got a big update on 2XKO, the fighting game from Riot Games that kind of launched and now already is failing miserably. And anything else that you guys want to chat and talk about this morning. All right, I'm down for it. So thank you to Michael. Michael with a $2 super chat says hype, and he gets the support flowing already. Nice and early. Thank you so much, Michael, for our first contribution of the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
Where's the Al Borland picture I used to use?
Appreciate that very much. Who do we got here today this morning, nice and early? Let's find out, shall we? So, shout-outs to Emperor Ferbs, Pizza Time, Michael, of course, Crash Out, what a nice name, Brave Lines, Brian27, Chris, Amoose, Fed Roger, Smugman Jack, Rose Diamonds, Broden, and more on the YouTube side. Then over on the kick side, who do we got? Lukewarm Coconut, Pot of Greed, Soraka, Ed Reed, Humble Water Filter Salesman, RGB Dumbbells. That's interesting. Even I don't have RGB dumbbells. Maybe that's what I should invest in. The Transgender Asian.
Soraka already got banned as he shouted them out.
Just done 100 kicks. That's our first kick side contribution of the day, and we'll get that on the leaderboard in a second. Soraka, how are you doing?
He got banned already.
He's a disgusting freak, and he's talking about milking me like a cow. That's absolutely revolting.
There he goes.
You're on the wrong show. That's Lol Cow. Lol Cow Show. Lol Cow Live. Go over there and milk those udders. Stay away from me. I'm a manly man. Thank you, Transgender Asian, for the 100 kicks. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Our first support of the day from the kick side. Thank you for that.
The water seller was a Triple P reference? I don't get the reference.
I'm a manly man.
Very good.
I'm very manly.
Okay.
So used to sell
Let's see
water.
here.
Oh.
King Michael, good morning. Good to see you. Cabal says Dragon Quest 7 might pick up on the next stream because you're close to getting the ability to change your job. Yeah, the gameplay right now is pretty basic in Dragon Quest 7. It hasn't gotten too unique yet, but if we could change jobs, at least there'll be a new variable. That's cool. Good to know. Dark Helmet wants to ask me an important question. Typically, if you're going to ask an important question, you just ask it. You don't ask the question, can I ask an important question? But go for it. Transgender Asian for the gifted. Please support. Grandmaster Scrub, how are you? Good to see you.
I think the transgender thing is probably like some kind of dented LARP trying to get him to say thanks for the support. Transgender Asian, that kind of someone thinks it's funny right now, I guarantee it. My guess. It's my guess.
Why am I gay? Because things are good. You are a happy person when things are good. And things are going good. This year so far, we've had amazing games, a good variety of games, and I'm able to play all of them because of my new strategy and the amount of support that I receive. The streams go well, lots of interaction, lots of support. So, yeah, that's why I'm happy. How am I? I am good, Max Change. Thank you for asking.
Yay! Can't play Street Fighter, might toss his cookies. Yeah, can you imagine? I can't eat cookies. I'm playing Street Fighter, dumb shits. What's wrong with you?
Very nice.
I've never heard that. Can't eat cookies because I'm playing Street Fighter. What the hell?
Okay. We have a few topics to talk about today.
First is...
And so let's begin.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't tell you what Soraka said. Soraka said, "Good morning, DSP Gaming Rio. Time for you to roll over and present your udders. Your milking will begin shortly." That's what got them banned.
First one I want to talk about very quickly is Dragon Quest 7. All right? So here's the deal. What's going on with Dragon Quest 7 reimagined in the schedule? It's not doing great when it comes to engagement and support. And what I mean by that is attendance yesterday was good. We actually had over 200 viewers on YouTube, over 100 viewers on Kick. But all of the Kick viewers were basically trolling the game, claiming it sucked, it was too slow, it was boring. I hate to say it, but I think that's just more about the viewers complaining than the game. You know what classic JRPGs are like and what they play like. If you purposely decided to attend a classic JRPG stream just to say you don't like the game, I think that says you're an idiot. I'm sorry, I just do. I think that if you're here to troll on a game when you know what it is, makes you dumb. You don't go to a Justin Bieber concert if you don't like Justin Bieber, so why do you attend the JRPG stream if you don't like JRPGs?
Why would you use that as your example? Justin Bieber?
It just doesn't make much sense, does it? As for those who are there and enjoying it, that's great. All right, but it's not a ton of people who really seem to be enjoying the game. The thing is, I love classic turn-based JRPGs. And from what I'm being told, like Cabal just said, the game is actually going to pick up a bit, the further in we get. Right now, we're only 6 hours in. Some people just can't get over the art style. Seriously, they can't. They're like, oh, the characters are like chibi looking. Like their bodies are small, but their heads are big.
Chibi, huh?
Yeah, that's a typical thing in Japan. That's a typical thing in Japanese culture, and particularly in Dragon Quest. Until recently, like Dragon Quest 11, it's always been like that. Like, that's always been a thing in Dragon Quest. So, that's why this game being a throwback Dragon Quest 7, when the current one is 11, that's why it still looks like that. It's the art style of Akira Toriyama, the guy who made Dragon Ball. So, how people don't get that, I don't know.
How do you not get
even a game like Chrono Trigger, to some extent, had that kind of hyper accentuation where the bodies weren't exactly proportionate to how they should have been in real life. So far, I'm liking it. But man, it is hard to get an audience that will engage with this game in a positive way and to support it. Good news is, by the end of yesterday's stream of Dragon Quest 11, we still had done like over $100 of support, and I was happy with that. But here's the deal. I like Dragon Quest and turn-based RPGs. I would like to keep this game in the rotation, even if it doesn't do super well. But that entails that all my other stuff continues to do well, right? So the perfect example here is yesterday. The Dragon Quest stream didn't do amazing, but the RimWorld stream way overperformed. We had great engagement and really good support. And it's like, well, if we're going to get that for the other...
I can't move it. Guys, I cannot move that or it'll fuck up the whole temple. I was thinking about moving them, but I said, nope. That's a weight-bearing chibi right there. It'll be a problem if I have to move them.
Game on the days when I'm playing Dragon Quest, then it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it'll all even out. If
That's a load-bearing chibi.
Grizzle does well today, if Street Fighter does well tonight, if Hollow Knight continues to do well, then it's not a big deal that I have one particular game in the rotation that's not doing great. And that's how we can handle it moving forward. But, of course, ideally, the best thing would be if the game did well. Like if people did show up, engage, and actually support with Dragon Quest 7, then we wouldn't have the issue at all. So let's see what happens moving forward.
Okay,
all right,
so it's done.
I am going to play Dragon Quest 7 again this week on Thursday, right? I think it's Thursday's daytime stream. So we will continue, and hopefully it will continue to get better. Maybe we will get more of an audience. I don't know. But let's see what happens. Okay, we're not going to go crazy. I'm not going to drop the game or whatever and be all negative about it. I mean, I'll be honest, I do wish I could get more people for it, but what can I do, right? Okay, some shout-outs to do, I think. Yes, so first we got a couple tips. I received a $5 tip from Clout Siffler. Let's go ahead and play an animation. First tip of the day.
15 seconds.
Crizzle release date. I'm very excited to play and watch the game. If you enjoyed classic horror games from the PS3 and 360 era with a tinge of BioShock inspiration, I think that you'll enjoy the game a lot. Expect AAA. Not every game has to be insanely long. Okay, so
oh shit,
what the hell? And I already own Blasphemous 2, so I got it for $14 and change. What the hell?
What the hell?
That's really inexpensive. I'm shocked it's that cheap. I'm gonna guess it's probably on the shorter side. Okay. Now that's okay. If it is on the shorter side, not every game has to be insanely long. Okay, so I'm all right with that. And let's see how it goes today. I think it's going to be an exciting playthrough. By the way, after I do shout-outs, I want to talk about some other games that are either out or coming out, and I'm going to address them. Because I know already I'm going to get asked questions today.
Thanks for that teaser.
About them.
Whew, okay. Great teaser. Yep, go ahead.
Someone tipped $2.01, says, please don't give up on Dragon Quest 7. The game will get incredible in a few hours. Many are calling it the greatest JRPG ever made, rivaling Clear Obscure in writing. I don't believe that. Some people like it, some people don't. I know for a fact it's going to feel more like a legacy JRPG because the older Dragon Quests all kind of follow a similar formula of they start off feeling like typical fantasy fare with dragons and magic and swords and chivalry,
and then
then they turn into something a little different. Like there was one Dragon Quest game where you would travel across dimensions, and now in this one it appears there's going to be a time manipulation mechanic, which I didn't understand at first, but it was apparent on yesterday's stream that that's going to happen. So
what?
There you go.
Typical fantasy fare, and then they do something else? Okay.
Thank you for the $2 tip there, anonymous tipper. Okay.
Every game's like that? That's a... Oh, okay.
I received a $2 super chat from Fish Tank Big Boss. who asks, if you got $100,000 for show upgrades, what would you change? Oh, that's an interesting question. If I got $100,000 and it was only to upgrade the equipment, okay, what would I upgrade?
He's already bought everything he wants. There's nothing.
Okay, let's think honestly, all right? First off, this desk is fine for where it is and for the current setup, but ideally, I would basically move my whole entire set over to that side of the room, okay? I would probably get a much better desk because this desk is not great. It's kind of a cheaper desk. So I'd probably get a more professional level desk that is bigger, maybe actually has the height adjustment feature that this one was supposed to have, but it was cheap. It wasn't ever going to work. So probably actually real wood instead of fiberboard. Okay, get a better
real
desk.
oak.
I would probably
He wants a real wood adjustable desk.
A much better chair. This chair is just okay. All right, it's comfy. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a super ergonomic chair. You know,
It's
they
not
got chairs out there that
ergonomic.
are like $1,000 or more, and those chairs are meant for all-day comfort. They're really expensive. I would probably get a much better chair.
Okay.
Since I sit in this thing all day long.
All right,
Okay.
so we've spent $2,000. We have $98,000 left.
Okay. Now, if I were moving the set over there to the other side of the office, I would probably redesign that entire wall. I would probably have it look very visually appealing, whether I get, more soundproofing or something that looks good. You know, they have all these backdrops. You get wood. You could get ones that have, like, fancy actual, like shapes and things that bend the light well.
Bend the light.
So I would probably change the whole backdrop of that wall over there to look much better.
All right, so that's 500. What else?
Out of that, honestly, I would definitely get another PC for capture and streaming.
Why
the reason
not?
being the one I have is fine. But when I bought it, I didn't realize the limitations. Like, I can't even put an internal capture card in that thing, which is stupid. Like, I thought I could, and I can't. I would buy one that's, like, super high.
You have done that yourself.
High-end that could put an internal capture card in it so that I can actually do everything at the highest quality. Right now, can I capture and stream at 4K? Yes. But I cannot capture and stream at 4K and then also co-broadcast to two different websites. I can't. Imagine if I got a super high-end PC that could do that, capture and stream at 4K, and I could co-stream at 1080p to Kick and 4K to YouTube at the same time. That would be sick. I would want that. I would also want to use an internal capture device.
This is for 197 viewers, King. I don't think everyone gives a fuck.
That can have every single feature. So I could do 240 hertz on this monitor. I can do G-Sync on this monitor. Things I can't do with my current capture device because it's an external one because my PC doesn't work with internal capture cards.
Yeah, that's what he really should do. Is do like I Show Speed and they do. Like, they get a full, like, all right, like, whenever they get a new game, they're like, all right, let's make a set for that game. That's how you make $100,000 last and get hype. No one gives a fuck about 4K with a talking head streamer, especially one with the robustness of snort sacks as we have here.
That's just a few right off the top of my head things that I would do if I had unlimited budget to upgrade the setup.
I know editor paid,
Some of those would be a big benefit to you. For example, obviously, if I was doing 4K quality, okay, you would see the benefit immediately, right? In the
very few people do that.
Content. If I were to move from here to over there, I'd have more flexibility in where I could move and things I could do on the set.
Flexible.
It would actually be even more professional because that's actually a much bigger space over there against that wall compared to what I have behind me here. And the desk could be like twice the width over there. So there's a lot I could do. I could have more stuff behind me. Basically, it would be much better if I was working from over there. But right now, just not a consideration, okay?
It was 100,000, not 1,000. That's why he's saying so much. But still, I think he's ended up spending, what, 5,000 in the end?
So there you go.
Okay. All of those things he could have done, and they don't cost that much more money, right? He could have bought the right computer at the start. He could have bought an actual desk key, like, from the start. He just doesn't research anything, goes on Amazon, says, yeah, give me that one. That's it. He could have done all those things.
Very good. Okay, so there you go.
There's the support out of the way.
Today we are going to be playing Crizzle Theater of Idols, and I'm excited for the game. Hopefully it ends up being good at kind of a...
You see that, band? Bun in the oven.
Hell's janitor.
That was bun in the oven, Linda smoked.
And an interesting a combination of survival horror, BioShock-esque kind of gameplay. People are saying it could be 8 to 10 hours, then someone said it was 10 to 15. So it's not the longest game, but at the same time, it sounds like something perfect for the schedule right now.
Now every
so I'm
10
excited
now.
for it, okay?
All right, so I set it up, and we can adjust this. Crow Serenade asks a very pertinent question. We get a fun Halo guy every 5 kills. No, it's not just Halo guy. It's all random. There's one for 1, 5, 10. I think then it goes every 10, and we'll see. If it gets annoying, we'll see. But like last time, he only got 1 ban, so who knows how much is going to come up. We'll see.
Now,
we can
this
adjust
is
it on the
not
fly.
Only game that is coming out this week. All right? In fact, there's another game that came out today that so far I'm not really interested in putting into the schedule unless I hear from you. The name of this game is Mugenics. Okay? This game is from the same developer who made Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac. All right? So obviously, the game has a pedigree, okay? And the game, you know, to be honest, probably plays well, probably is lengthy and has a lot of content. Okay? But you might say, well, why am I not checking out Mugenics today?
Yeah, why not?
Well, number one, I have a bunch of games in the schedule in the rotation already. Think of it. We're already playing Hollow Knight. That's doing well. We're already playing RimWorld. That's doing well. We got Dragon Quest VII in the rotation now, which I'm hoping will do well, but we don't know yet. Okay? Street Fighter VI has been doing well, and we're now trying to play Hellmart. So with those games in the rotation, I can't really be throwing another game into the rotation right now. And I had to choose between the 2 games coming out today, and I'm looking at a game that's really awesome graphics, gothic survival horror, gore, BioShock-esque elements, scary but fun, versus a game with a bunch of mutated cartoon kitties with puzzles.
I remember when that game was something much different. From that documentary about like Team Meat, wasn't it like you have to make the cats like breed and you get different kinds of cats? Is it still that idea? Because I remember that was like 15 fucking years ago, though.
And I would like to say something.
Oh,
all right?
please. Yeah, go ahead.
And listen.
Go ahead.
Whatever floats your boat, to each their own. Whatever your preference is, that's fine. That's the beauty of life, is that there is variety.
Oh, it's still that.
And
okay.
that is a good thing. If every game was exactly the same, then everything would be boring, right? But here's the thing about me and what I choose to play and what I choose not to play, okay?
Yeah, that
First
one.
impressions
That's
are
hype.
pretty important, all right? The first moment that I saw Crizzle, I was like, whoa, visually stunning, right? Scary, but wow, the art design is kind of fun and unique and interesting.
Wow.
The game stands out. Looks like it's going to be scary, but also fun to play. Almost like Doom-esque combined with BioShock. Looks good, right? The first moments that I saw Mugenics, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. He doesn't know what fun is.
Game looks weird as shit. Again, it looks like a corrupted cartoon, like someone drew it when they were high.
Corrupted cartoon?
It's not even clear what the gameplay elements are.
It looks like a
the
corrupted
introduction trailer that came
cartoon.
out was some kind of like really bad comedy that wasn't very funny.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is
King
this?
of comedy.
I didn't even know at first glance. This was from the makers of Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac at all. But it definitely is that kind of art style, right?
You saying that wasn't good?
So allow me to explain what I mean by that. That first impressions are everything. So, as you know, I'm a lifelong fighting game fan, right? Well, I love playing fighting games that appeal more to the kind of the visual style and stuff that I like. So, for example, if I'm going to play a fighting game, the number one thing I gravitate towards is Street Fighter. That's the one that I grew up with playing in arcades. I've seen the evolution of the series over time. And yes, the Street Fighter visual style has changed. At first, it was more realistic with almost a comic book aspect. Then it changed to anime and manga with the Street Fighter Alpha series.
Yeah.
Then it went to kind of a hybrid with Street Fighter 4. And then 5 and 6 have leaned more towards the realistic side again.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
very realistic, yeah.
But that's kind of what I like. Now, if you were to say, what's your second favorite franchise of fighting games? It's probably Tekken, which again is a hybrid. It's a hybrid of like more realistic style with probably like some anime-esque qualities, correct?
Yeah. Isn't that the one with the bear?
But I remember back in the day, there was a fighting game series that came out that gameplay-wise is incredibly sound. It's actually very complex. It's got tons of very layered gameplay mechanics. You need to really be good at fighting games to actually do well at this franchise. And a lot of my friends jumped into it and really liked it.
11.
Personally, I never did. And the reason is the visual style. The game that I'm talking about is called Guilty Gear. Okay? Guilty Gear essentially is a fighting game that is very, very nuanced, layered. You need to actually really be good at fighting games to play Guilty Gear at a high level. I respect people who have played and mastered Guilty Gear because it's actually a very hard game to play. I know because I tried to play it, and I was like, dude, this is like way too many controls and levels. He's like, forget this.
He also called everyone that plays that game the Melanie Mac quote, let's say. You know what Melanie Mac said? He called every player of Guilty Gear that.
Okay. The visual style of Guilty Gear looks like hyper exaggerated anime, right? Some of the characters are ginormous, monstrous freaks that could never exist. Some are hypersexualized girls, while others are like young chibi girls. You know what I'm saying? Then you got like the stereotypical heroic anime dude, and it's just, you watch it like,
yep.
I don't know, like growing up playing Street Fighter, then seeing Guilty Gear, I was like, this really doesn't appeal to me. Just visually, that's not what I'm looking for in a fighting game. And then it's funny because as the years passed, honestly, franchises like Street Fighter and Tekken started to absorb more of the very, very accentuated Japanese characteristics that I didn't really like about Guilty Gear. So it's kind of like I couldn't get away from it anyway. Everything ended up having that style, right? But in general,
what are we going? How did this start, by the way? What are we talking about? I forgot the point of this.
Going to choose a game, all right? If I'm going to say, hey, in the realm of fighting games, which one's more appropriate to me, I'm going to be like, it's Street Fighter, right? That's the one that visually appeals to me, so that's what I go towards. I'm not even talking about gameplay mechanics. I'm just saying how it looks, okay? So that's kind of what I mean when I say first appearances or first impressions are everything. The first thing you see of a video game is how it looks. And so if the visual style clicks with you and it appeals to you, you're probably going to be more interested in wanting to play the game.
Oh, so this is all about saying Mugenics doesn't appeal to him, even though it looks just like Super Meat Boy style, which was incredible game. Just that's one of those games that everything is correct. They did everything correct, nothing wrong, right? That's why it was a fucking phenomenon.
The new games for this week, and I'm looking at, Crizzle, wow, look at this. It's like breathtaking. The world design, everything is so detailed, nuanced, horror, and it's interesting, shiny, flashy, gory, scary, cool. Mugenics. Looks like someone took a picture and like crumbled it up and shoved it up their ass and shat it out. Here's Mugenics. It doesn't look good. It looks like a hyper-distorted cartoon. It looks fucking weird. So immediately I'm turned off. Like the first impression I have is repulsion. Like, what is this? Why did they make the game look like this? And then they say, it's from the same makers of Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac. And you're like, yeah, it kind of looks like that too. You're right. Those games also had weird, distorted, mutated graphics. Why did they make the game look like that? Now, here's the thing. I get it. Variety is the spice of life. If everything were exactly the same, it'd be boring.
All right, guys, not safe for work. Here is the art for Mugenics. I know you can make the cats a little bit more weirder than that, but that is it. Oh, my God. Oh, God, what's going on with them? They're unhinged.
Just because I personally look at a game like Crizzle and I'm like, ooh, flashy, I want to play it, versus I look at Mugenics and I'm like, oh, it's creepy. What is this shit? That doesn't mean that that's going to be your reaction, and that's okay. I like the fact that everyone likes different things and has affinities for different things. And personally, if you really love Super Meat Boy and you love Binding of Isaac and maybe you played the shit out of those games, you look at a game like Mugenics and you're like, wow, that appeals to me. But for me, I'm the opposite. Like, I haven't really played much of those games, even though I know what they are. So for me, it just didn't appeal at all. Now, very much what might happen is people today will be playing both games, and people will be like, whoa, Mugenics is like super good. A gameplay loop is very addictive and fun, and you should play it. And if that's the case, you should tell me that, because I would like to play it then. Okay? I'm not going to be completely biased and say, I absolutely refuse to play this game simply because how it looks. But I'm just telling you my initial impressions. I'm trying to be honest and transparent. It doesn't look good because it looks fucking weird.
Okay.
Maybe I'm completely off base and it's actually seriously good. And if that's the case, I would like to know that. So please share that information with me for those of you who will be checking it out today. I'm not against bringing it into the rotation, maybe even as early as next week, because, for example, this Hellmark game is only like 6 hours long and we're 2 hours in. So we might beat it within another couple streams. We'll have open spots in the schedule. So I'd be okay with checking it out then.
Those kind of games, like he spreads them out over different streams. Like no one on earth would do that. Those fucking games like Hellmark. Like it's supposed to be a one-off thing, right? For a streamer. He plays it, spreads it out over 3 fucking nights. Those stupid games. Oh, NW News says, better hit up Asma now and don't do any research. Imagine the amount of money this guy wasted because of his low IQ. Didn't have a BB receipt long enough. Don't have one of those long enough.
There you go.
Big ups, NW News. Big ups, Mr. Merchant.
On top of that, all right.
There you go.
Grippy.
I'm curious about other games this week. For example, there's a new game from, is it Suda51?
Suda.
Called Romeo is a Dead Man. Now, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh,
when I was younger,
we have established that you're being honest.
10, 15 years ago, when I started as a YouTuber, these kind of irreverent, over-the-top, over-violent, over-sexualized, Japanese-style games from Suda51, they really kind of appealed to me. Like, I found they were interesting and fun.
Whoa. Hold on. They appealed to him. Hold on. What was it again?
Stop, over-violent, over-sexualized, Japanese-style games from Suda51.
He liked these.
They really kind of appealed to me. Like, I found they were interesting and fun.
This was back when I still had a libido.
I've grown up. All right? So these kind of games now that are that level, I don't really care that much about anymore. So I heard this game was coming out, and I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, they're not really appealing. So, again, this could be another situation where
this doesn't look sexualized at all.
Outstanding, but I just don't get it because it's not my style these days. But I don't want to miss it, so I would like to know again.
Oh, there is a girl. Okay.
During the course of this week, as more people play this game, is it worth my time or not? Let me know. Okay? Now, I can tell you right now, a couple games that I'm absolutely skipping. I am not playing the new Mario Tennis game at all. I have zero interest in the new Mario Tennis game.
That got great reviews, too, by the way. This is enough. This was in the trailer. That's enough. I mean, come on. We've seen enough. Who needs it? This is scarier than sexual, by the way, for him. These kind of romance scenes, this is more awkward for him than actual just girls in bikinis. This is scarier, okay? But go ahead. Yeah.
It's a full-price Nintendo game that is not worth full price. It's going to be another Mario Kart World situation where you end up paying like $70 for a game that has like not much content at all. I don't care about tennis. I played the last one and didn't like it. I'm not playing the new Mario Tennis game.
That's
so
for
that
sure.
one is out. I'm definitely not going to play that game this week, okay? There's even another game on top of that. Okay. Hold on, because I had to open. I guess I closed it. Shoot.
I can't place this song, but I know it's something. I just can't place it yet.
Yakuza 3 Kiwami. I'm not playing that right now either. There's absolutely no way, if I'm playing Dragon Quest 7, that I could try to squeeze a Yakuza game in there. There's just never going to work. Okay? So that I'm aware it's out, but I'm also not interested in that. All right? So please understand, I'm aware of all these games that are coming out. I know that they exist, but I just don't want everyone coming to the stream. Why aren't you playing this one? Why aren't you playing this one? There's good reasons, okay?
And those reasons include he doesn't like the art style, and there's girls.
To start with Crizzle, I'm keeping my ear to the ground listening about eugenics and about this Romeo is a Dead Man. If they end up being good, maybe I'll play them. For me, the next major thing in February is on February 17th, my Virtual Boy should be here. I already paid for it. I ordered it, and Nintendo actually already created a shipping label for it. They just haven't shipped it yet. I'm going to do a live unboxing. We're going to hook that sucker up. We're going to plug in my Switch 2, and I'm going to play Virtual Boy games live on stream, which is probably going to be hilarious because the thing, it's a monstrosity. First of all, it's not virtual reality at all.
Wait a second. How do you know that? They've been fooling us all along?
He called it Virtual Boy, and it has absolutely zero aspects of virtual reality. What it is a 3D console that adds a third-dimensional perspective to the 2D games that are on it.
What?
But they only run in black and red. From what I understand, they are going to patch it and add more colors, which is funny. Like, how many years later, now you're finally going to add different colors to the thing? So, I'm excited for that. That's going to be right around the middle of the month, the 17th. Okay, and then...
That's in 1 week. I don't know why you say in the middle of the month. But yeah.
There's another game called Styx Blades of Green. I forget what that is, but I did put that on my schedule. And then, of course, the end of the month is Resident Evil Requiem. So we're going to keep playing all the games I'm playing and juggling everything we're juggling and going through there. And then if we need another new game or two, perhaps we will add in something. And then Virtual Boy stuff, and then Resident Evil at the end of the month. That's my February. Okay? Good stuff. One other thing.
Oh, great.
We already set in stone the next marathon will be
That's
Friday,
retro
March
bullshit,
6th.
yeah.
It's going to be a Retrothon here on DSP Gaming. We're going to play old games, right? So, okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Let's give him that was just a full
Okay,
schedule
folks,
segment.
so
Any more contributions or
that's the first stuff I wanted to talk about today. Next on the agenda, there has been an update on the new game Directive 8020. This is the next game coming out from Supermassive Games, the makers of games such as the Dark Pictures Anthology, The Quarry, and Until Dawn. It's coming out now in May. I think it's May 12th is officially the new release date. This game actually was supposed to come out back in October, but it got delayed, and it's been a pretty big delay.
this does
I'm
sound like a
excited for it. A new
podcast?
trailer has released for it.
Let's
we
watch
will
it.
react to that tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow I'm going to do a formal, longer show rather than just this quicker show today. And we will actually react to that trailer and see what it looks like.
No one fucking
right.
cares was the
It's
last
looking
band.
good. I'm excited for that. I like reacting to trailers, and this game is right up my alley with the horror-themed and, story elements where you can choose to try to keep everybody alive based on your choices. So that should be a good one. I hope you'll be here tomorrow on the podcast. And
Okay.
League of Legends 2 versus 2 fighting game. For those who don't know, this game was announced 10 years ago.
Oh my God, that never happens.
2016. This game has been under development for 10 years. Executive producer Tom Cannon, who is one half of the infamous Cannon brothers.
Infamous as in famous and well liked by everyone. Yes.
The people who started EVO, the
Yes, they did.
National Fighting Game Tournament Championships here in the United States, who used to run Shoryuken.
Excuse me, now Evo is worldwide, so please, could you put the right title on that? It's actually a global tournament at this point. Thank you. Go ahead.
The National Fighting Game Tournament Championships here in the United States.
Oh, no, global. Thank you.
Who used to run Shoryuken.com, the major website where everyone for fighting games would post and talk about their tournament results. Okay, so this guy is incredibly prominent in the fighting game community.
Yes.
And Riot handed the reins over to this guy to develop a Riot Games fighting game. Well, over the last 10 years, this game has changed form tons of times. So you could say it's been in development hell, per se. Originally, it was supposed to be a 1v1 Street Fighter-esque fighting game, just starring the heroes of League of Legends. Then, the game changed focus to be a 2v2 team-based game. Then it changed focus to, instead of being like a Street Fighter game, now it's an 8-button fighting game with simplified inputs where you don't even do motions to do special moves. You just pull the direction and press a button and a move comes out. All right, then it evolved again and again. And what ended up happening was this game went through so many iterations, so many changes, and so many development problems. Okay.
For the real story, big ups to who sent this to me. The actual story is, what's his name? Tom Cannon himself was making a one-on-one game and it had a few characters that he built. Then it was sold to Riot. And Riot said, we'll take the game, we'll give you that, but you got to work on it. And that's how he started working at Riot for that. So who knows how many thousands of dollars he got at that point. And then he got employment until now to make it. Okay, that's the real story. But okay, go ahead.
That by the time that it was finally going to release,
Rising Thunder,
there already were tons of other games coming out that were already similar. So people didn't really care that much about 2XKO anymore. For example, the Invincible versus fighting game is coming out in like a month or 2 months. Is it April? What about Marvel Tokon, right? Which really ate up all of the momentum when the beta came out last year, and everyone was just talking about Marvel is back, Marvel is back. So the problem is that this game took so long to develop that everything else kind of passed it by, and it's now just seeming more samey. While if it had come out like 5 years ago, maybe people would have been blown away. Now it's kind of like, well, there's a million other games as well, so who cares?
Okay, well, it's not that easy, but...
So, what happened was, recently, last few years, Riot Games actually hired a bunch of people in the fighting game community to actually work on this game and design the heroes and their play styles. They had play testers like my former friend Nerd Josh, all right, who I used to play with fighting games in Connecticut all the time. I mean, he was a kid when I was growing up and, was in arcades with me playing games like Capcom vs. SNK 2, right?
Pretty cool. He got hired to play video games and not beg for money while playing them, huh?
He was one of the head testers on the game, employed by Riot Games to make this game good. And so they were tweaking this game time over time to try to make it better and to try to basically make it a game that would be in line with what the fighting game community wanted. But here's the problem with 2XKO.
Uh-oh.
Number one, the name. 2XKO.
Okay.
Does that say, hey, League of Legends fighting game? No. It says 2 times knockout because there's 2 characters and you have to knock out 2 to win.
Yeah, I prefer KO gaming.
That could apply to any fucking genre of game whatsoever. Whoever made up that name is a complete fucking mouth-drooling idiot. It's the worst name ever for a fighting game. It really is just terrible and is horrible marketing.
I prefer
and
KO
it's funny
gaming.
because
they should have went with the single KO like KO gaming.
if you go and ask anyone who's into League of Legends or even someone who's a fan of the Arcane show.
They should have went 1XKO. That's what they should have done. It'd be more like KO gaming.
Oh, is it Netflix it was on? Just say, hey, what do you think about 2XKO? Do you know how they're going to respond to you? What the hell is 2XKO? What are you talking about?
That's for
Because
everything.
no one knows what this game is.
Okay.
All right? There was almost no marketing, no hype, and no one understands what it is.
Okay.
Riot Games very erroneously thought that if they just threw a whole bunch of money, okay, at a game, that it would sell, regardless of the fact that people who play League of Legends would never touch a fighting game. Okay? What they should have done
here
was
we
did
go.
some focused research on, hey, if we made a game in the fighting game space, how could we make it work so we can actually get some of that customer
That's
base
what they
over?
should have done.
But instead, they were just assuming they would have an installed player base from the League of Legends community, and the League of Legends community has zero interest in 2XKO. Zero.
Oh, zero.
So-
That's what they should have done.
A decade of money and time invested in this game, okay? The game actually came out soft launch in October on PC only. Now, I could already tell you that how bad of an idea that is to do a soft launch on PC only, because basically
Horrible.
people were like, is the game out or not? We don't understand. The game is free to
That's just you, Philip. Is the game out or not? I don't even know what's going on. Huh? Is this game out or not? What's going on here? I can't understand this.
because basically people were like, is the game out or not? We don't understand. The game is
Nope, that's just you.
free to play, for the record. Okay, so they were assuming people were going to spend money on cosmetics and on downloadable content and on seasonal passes. They didn't charge people up front for this game. So everyone downloaded the game on PC from the FGC. They all played it for free, and they all criticized it and said, it's kind of weak in this regard and that regard. It's not a very competitive game. We wanted this tweaked. And, you know, being that Tom Cannon is the executive producer and he understands, you know, how the fighting game community works, he worked with them. He had the people who he had employed who were fighting game community people work with the FGC to try to get the game to be better. Okay? The problem was, because it was a soft launch, it never had a formal launch, it never had a full roster of characters, it always felt like the game was kind of in endless beta or endless early access. It never felt like the game actually was out. And therefore, there never was a full-fledged push. There never was full-fledged, like, advertisement for it. No one really even knew that it was out.
All right, so I have some more information. There was a team of 160, and they fired half of them. So that means 80 people are currently working on the game. That is 3 times the amount of people currently working on Tekken and Street Fighter 6. So it seems like they still have some skin in this game. Riot does, right? But anyways, keep going. We'll let them keep talking.
Okay? 3 weeks ago, Riot Games...
That sounds like too many people. I was like, Jesus, you should fire more people, Riot. No, just kidding. Go.
released 2XKO on consoles. It was January, like, 10th or 11th or something like that, right?
Hey, go ahead. Yeah.
And when it did, once again, this was kind of like the second soft launch, where even though, yes, now officially it's on consoles, there still was no big push. There was no advertisement. There was no, go play 2XKO. It was kind of like, it's out, go check it out. But we're still going to tweak it per your request. We're still going to improve it. So it never felt like the game was out. Especially because it's free to play. Like, when is the official launch of a game that's free to play?
Who cares? He's so stuck in the, gaming from his time when, like, this game is launched here. And then they, that's what he wants. That's not how games are anymore.
Hey, like, when is the official launch of a game that's free to play?
How'd that work for Hades and Hades 2? That's how games are now.
I mean, it had been in forms of beta and early access for a while. So it basically got zero hoopla. Zero. Okay? And now, it was announced last night, 2XKO is getting a monstrous budget cut They have just laid off 80 out of the 160 employees that
Yeah.
were working on this game.
Still a team of 80.
Half of the dev team has been laid off, pretty much including every single person from the fighting game community who they had employed to make the game, have all been made unemployed. Okay? The official post from the 2XKO dev team is basically the game is underperforming massively. It's not making them money at all. And therefore, they're not going to cancel the game. They're not going to close the game or anything like that. But they just can't afford to employ all these people anymore.
Makes sense, huh?
So they have to lay off everybody. So they said, don't worry, the game's going to continue to exist, and we are going to do dev updates and things for it per your requests and your
they're going to keep
feedback,
making the game too.
But we just can't employ these people from the FGC anymore.
They didn't say anything about employing people from the FGC. They fired people from all different areas. And by the way, I know that's like there's one dude that was developer and saying, I was laid off with 30 minutes notice, which is bad. I'm going to be real. They gave everyone 6 months severance pay. Come on, man. I know it's bad to let people go in 30 minutes notice. That's fucked up. But they gave them 6 months of full pay. That's something not a lot of companies are going to do.
So they laid them all off. The FGC replied pretty much exactly how you thought they would respond to this with, are you kidding me? The game has only been out for 3 weeks. We're barely getting a handle on it yet to see if we even like it or if it's going to have a long-running, season or whatever. This is ridiculous. Like, why on earth would you do that? This doesn't give us confidence to invest time in this game. Like, why should we keep playing your game if at any moment now you could just shut it down?
Reminder, this is one person might have said this anywhere on Twitter, and probably someone that paid for verified, so you know.
Right? You got to understand
lower the intelligence level a few notches.
GC, okay? They're constantly juggling different games and schedules. They have to travel to play these games. They're playing online in sets and tournaments.
You're speaking about maybe 50 people. Yep, go ahead. The 50
Time
people.
Is very valuable. I can tell you right now, as someone who used to play competitive fighting games at a high level and travel to play them, the number one issue is time. 100%. Like, you need to be traveling constantly, but playing and also getting a wide variety of experience and practice against a wide variety of players. You can only do it with so many games with so much time. If you're asking the FGC to invest their time in 2XKO, what confidence do they have that it's going to be worth their while if you just laid off half the dev team? You might, at another, well, forget it. We're just quitting the game. We're canceling the game now.
Yeah.
But now we invested all this time in it. So basically, the FGC is like, yeah, we're pretty much done with this. Like, there's,
he just wishes it wasn't free to play, which it is. It is free to play. He just wishes it cost $60. He could be saying, "No, waste all my money on this," but he can't say that because it's free. So he has to go for the time thing. The time thing. So he's worried about the 20 people that play fighting games at high enough level that they're worried about how much time they're putting into practice something. That is an extremely small percentage of players.
No reason to keep playing it. Because how can we have confidence that anyone will ever, play this game long term? It's just not worth our time anymore. So essentially the game is dead, even though it's not. They already killed themselves. Like, they already committed suicide. And everyone now is yelling at Riot Games like, why did you do this? And it's like,
why did
you kind of saw the writing on the wall. First of all,
when was the writing on the wall? Why did you do this? I think it's pretty clear.
Moment 10 years ago that it was announced that they were making a League of Legends fighting game, I was like, why?
Yeah.
What's the point of that? What makes them think that this game would ever succeed? Despite the fact that I have personal issues with Tom Cannon from our interactions back in the day and the history I know of how this guy ran his businesses, ran his tournaments, really kind of messed up stuff there. That's not even the problem with the game. The game is that on a concept level, the game doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Right? It'd be like, oh, we're going to make an Overwatch fighting game. Why? Why are you doing that?
Why?
Just make a fighting game that's good. It doesn't have to be Overwatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying...
That wasn't his original plan either.
Trying to basically sell the game just because of the characters in it rather than the game itself. And that's really...
There's a little game I play called Hearthstone, right? Which is based on a different game you may have heard by Bethesda. Why would they make it based on that? Those dumb fucks? What the fuck? Why didn't they just make a good card game themselves?
What happened is they had the premise of selling a League of Legends fighting game, but they didn't have a game yet. Like, they didn't have a concept of what it wanted to do. Is it Street Fighter? Is it a team-based fighter like King of Fighters? Is it a tag-out game like Marvel? Is it going to be a
Blizzard? Excuse me, not Bethesda. Got Skyrim on the mind. Blizzard, you know what I'm saying. Hearthstone has fallen off, people say, but I'm not affected by that because I just play Battlegrounds like an idiot endlessly. I don't give a shit about the other kind of the game. I don't think I've ever clicked that outside of once just to see what it's like. I'm hitting Battlegrounds all day.
Forward fighting game, or is it going to be more mash buttons auto combo game, or is it going to be a game that doesn't
That's
even have
true.
motion inputs? And they just kept changing their ideas or in a big circle all around for 10 years. By the time the game is ready to come out, no one cares because everything else has already surpassed it. It is textbook gaming development hell. And I hate to say it, the guy in charge, his name is Tom Cannon.
Yeah?
There's one finger to point towards one person.
Wow,
on how
that's
this
worse.
happened.
It's
Okay.
worse than you expected, huh? There's one person to point. Let's hear this beautiful telling of this feltoning, by the way. What was it again?
Oh. And I hate to say it, the guy in charge, his name is Tom Cannon.
Yeah.
There's one finger to point towards one person.
There's one finger to point towards one person. Oh, got him. There is one finger to point towards one person.
On how this happened, okay?
Dark Wolf says, Tevin said it perfectly. Helmart is what you play when you're tired of those shopping simulator games. Phil starts with it because he thinks it's a meme game. You know what I'm saying? That's what he thinks. He thinks it's a meme. Big ups Dominic says projected is off the charts here. I think it's projection and like, I wish I could be doing fun things like Tom Cannon is and be seen as a legend. But now once Tom Cannon has one hardship of a game not working out as successfully as they may have hoped, now it's time to show how awesome we are by shitting on him, even though people with a brain can see why he's doing this. It's all cope.
It is what it is. Sad that this happened. What
Are
I'm
you?
sad about is that all these people in the FGC who thought that this was going to be like long-term employment,
Yep.
they saw that this game was going to be a cash cow for people because they're like, damn, Riot Games has tons of money. Can you imagine if this game becomes huge in the fighting game community? Now we could have sponsored tournaments and we could have big events. And now,
All
done. 10 years of work,
all
10
the tournaments that were planned for this year are still happening.
10 years of hype, 10 years of excitement, all a waste of everyone's time, ran right into the ground by bad leadership.
Okay, and 80 employees still working there. Yes. Uh-huh.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Okay. Well,
Got 'em.
that's the story of 2XKO. Now, the thing is, it might not actually be canceled and done, but
Exactly.
I can't imagine that the fighting game community is going to put any faith in this game and invest time in it when it literally could be canceled at a moment's notice.
I know, that's a good fucking thing on your resume, right? 10 years at a big fucking company?
So we'll have to see what actually happens, but the truth is I was never going to play it because of my personal issues with the cannons to begin with. So now that the game is failing, it's kind of like, well, now I'm really glad I didn't try it because that would have been a complete waste of my time because the game is going to be dead. There you go.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a couple of shots. I have received a $10 tip. It's a nice smooch for you, Jay.
Nice burp.
REEStream recommended version, which has an amazing soundtrack. On the Sega Genesis, graphics,
cares?
personally, I know of them. Wanna know why? The visuals and gameplay still hold up really well. They were ahead of its time. Personally, I know of them. Wanna know why? The Angry Video Game Nerds review of those games from way back in the day. So I've seen them in action, okay? But I never played them. Now the question is, I like that recommendation, but the question is, how would I play it? Is it available anywhere? Would it have to be some kind of extensive emulation that we'd have to research?
Extensive
okay?
emulation.
I'm not
I didn't even hear the
going
game. I don't care.
to say no. I'm just going to say how. Because I don't think that's readily available to like download and buy and play anywhere, right? Okay. And let's see here.
He's reading everything first.
Someone tipped $1.50 and says, is it satisfying to see a project developed by the Cannon brothers fail, especially after their mistreatment towards you in regards to the rollback netcode debacle on SRK? It's crazy your critics end up failing on their own.
Just to be clear, the rollback netcode debacle, I don't know what that means, as rollback netcode is still the major netcode used in all fighting games. When a game doesn't have it, all the players bitch. So I'm not sure what he means by debacle there, but let's go.
Here's the truth. I don't want anything to fail. I would much rather see it succeed, and here's why. Competition breeds innovation. The more fighting games that are out there and actually play well and do well, sales-wise, means there will be more competition in the realm of fighting games. If 2XKO did well, and it competed directly with Street Fighter 6, perhaps that would inspire the makers of Street Fighter 6 to stop being lazy and actually improve their game some. Or maybe make another fighting game, because that's the thing. Capcom used to always have 2, 3, 4 fighting games going on at once. So if you like the versus style, you could play that. If you preferred more straight-up Street Fighter, you could play that. At one point, Capcom just got lazy as shit and only made one fighting game at a time, and now we only have Street Fighter 6 and nothing else to play, unless we want to go to another company's fair, which are completely different styles of games. So maybe if
Up to 15 bans now, and the last one that got banned said, no one cares about your personal beef against the more successful and talented Canon brothers.
2XKO did well, you know, Capcom would say, oh, we got to make another game, and they'd make another one. And I'd like that. So it's not that I don't like the Canon, so I want everything they do in life to fail. No, not at all.
Yes,
in
it
truth,
is.
here's what I would like, to never hear from them again. To have them just go away and disassociate from the fighting game community forever and never make another game and never run a tournament and just ride into the sunset and just fizzle away. Because ever since the moment that they started getting involved in fighting games, there was corruption and drama and fucking problems. And it still hasn't ended to this day. Here we are all this time later, and now we have the game development hell for this fucking game. Like, it's ridiculous.
Is that corruption?
All this time, corruption and drama, and now we this day that they won't go away.
Is this corruption and drama, sir?
And this problem still continues.
So you want them to fail then, is what you're saying?
Oh, let's see here. I received a $5 tip from someone who says they're enjoying my Hollow Knight playthrough. They have some suggestions, but let's get a nice animation. Like a focus. You have to build them yourself. This Overwatch got lazy. Overwatch lost their way and literally self-killed themselves.
Oh.
Marvel Rivals came out.
You may have heard of a self-felt, but have you heard of a self-kill?
Their way and literally self-killed themselves. Marvel Rivals came out, took over the hero shooter genre, and now, a year into Marvel Rivals' existence, Overwatch has been inspired to try again. They're taking the 2 off their name, they're adding a bunch of heroes, they're rebalancing and redesigning their game, which is what they should have done on their own.
124,000 players right now.
They got lazy, they were full of hubris, and they said, fuck it, who cares? Money's rolling in, so why would we improve, right? Okay.
Over 100K playing Overwatch right now. They need help too. Big up, Salamanizer. Here we go. It's for you. Let's go. I think we're in the laughs now. I thought that was random, but maybe it isn't. Let me just do a test.
Analyze my turds. There
you go. I was trying to analyze it, but not that. Pat Noser says, he's so full of shit today, he must be diapered up. Yeah. He just has a bone to pick and doesn't have much else to say, so he's going to take advantage of this time. He doesn't have any facts to share except for he knows they're doing poorly, so then we're just going to ride that out as long as we can. Oh, there you go. Ramza has that profile pic. There you go.
Surviving Sailor says, I think that running 4 games simultaneously is difficult for studios nowadays with the needed hours and all that. I'm not going to dispute that. And certainly I'm not saying I wish that Capcom had 4 different fighting games going on at once right now, but 2 would be nice. Like to have a maybe classic Street Fighter game and then have more of a versus style game, so at least you have 2 different genres that they're good at in the realm of playing, playability. I would like that. Like the problem is right now, it's just Street Fighter 6. So if you want a versus style game with tagging and more action, you got to go somewhere else. You got to go play Invincible Versus that's coming out in 2 months. Or you got to go play Marvel Tokon or 2XKO. You can't even play one from Capcom, and Capcom was the one who invented that style of game.
2XKO sounds fun.
On one game at a time.
Yeah.
Yes, that does give other people chances, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I like Capcom's style. I want Capcom to make one. So I'm not saying that Capcom should become a full fighting game company and make 4 games at a time, even though they used to. But hey, 2 would be good. Like I said, I want that level of competition from the big boys. So what you do? All right, now what you got is $5. Cool.
Jeff Joestar says, hate how he always brings up his business degree knowledge in these situations, because he comes off so smug. Well, he wants to make sure you should believe his words, even though no one does, because just because you have a degree doesn't mean what you're saying is right.
Here we go.
But he wishes it was that way, you know? That's the same reason he says, I've been a YouTuber for 17 years, even though he's handled his YouTube career about as bad as you possibly can, right? But he still wants you to value that, right? John Constantine says, why is his goatee so dented today? It's the leaning thing. A lot of people are saying it's leaning one side. I'm going to look for that now. Yeah, see, I think the right side is leaning. He banned a lot of people for that.
No, that's ridiculous, Doc Space Time. He says, Capcom's not the studio they once were. One flop, they'll probably go under. That's completely false. They have a lot that's going on over there. Seriously, they have, Resident Evil series that's doing ridiculous gangbuster sales. They've got Monster Hunter that's doing insanely good. And Street Fighter. So they've got 3 giant series right now that are all really good sellers. They are rolling in dough right now. You're actually completely off base. 10 years ago, that were the case, because 10 years ago, Monster Hunter wasn't as big as it was today. The actual Resident Evil series had fallen off with Resident Evil 6, and that was failing. And Street Fighter as well. The only thing they had was Street Fighter 4 at that time. So yeah, if you were talking 10 years ago, it would have been a different story. But you're wrong. Today, they are actually doing incredibly well.
Last band, Scott Pilgrim, he literally repeated an exact segment from yesterday. He just needs to talk to other people. That was banned by DSP Gaming, of course.
Out of my car? No, Is Blanca Ball how I normally get out of my car? No. You. Am I going to play Overwatch? I have no plans to. I don't no one liked Overwatch when I played it when it was new and it was a popular game.
What about the Overwatch tips?
No one liked Marvel Rivals when I played it, so I don't really have plans to check out these games, but I'm not against it.
What about the Overwatch tips on KO Gaming?
Would play it if people wanted to. I like Overwatch.
Make game good, shouted the dev at his computer. Big up,
All right, so what we will do, last couple minutes of the DSP morning show, let's open it up to Q&A. Let's see what you guys would like to talk about.
We are at 16 bans right now, for those counting. 16.
And then we're going to jump into Crizzle. We're going to see what Crizzle is all about. All right?
Yeah, this is the free copyright-free music. Hey, everyone. Today we're going to show you how to build a dog house with just cardboard boxes.
On your minds, guys.
What you're going to need is...
You hope I consider Fatal Frame 2 Remake and Mouse PI for hire next month. Fatal Frame Remake, I'll be honest, I don't think so, and here's why. I love survival horror. Everyone knows this, okay? I've tried playing many different survival horror franchises.
Okay, gaming voice, I can do it.
Resident Evil, Silent Hill are 2 of the big classics, right? And then I tried a lot of the lesser-known ones.
Can't think of any of those now, but I did name 2 already.
Once upon a time, there was a Fatal Frame game that had a modern re-release on the Wii U. So this was a while ago. And there was a Halloween marathon, and it had just come out. And I said, let's do some Fatal Frame for Halloween. I'll play through the game on Halloween. I dressed up like a Ghostbuster.
Oh, my God.
To play this game. I thought that would be cool. Like, I'm busting ghosts in Fatal Frame. Okay? And I started to play it, and within an hour of playing it, the entire stream audience told me, oh, this was a bad idea. Man, this game is incredibly boring and not very scary. I guess what it is after having played so many gory, jump scare-filled, action-based horror games, when I went to play Fatal Frame, the fact that it's more of a slow build, will there be a ghost jumping out of the closet around this corner? And really, to be honest, not necessarily big action. It's more like, oh, there's a ghost. Get the camera. Take a picture of the ghost quickly before it hurts you or whatever. But there's really not that much going on, right? Sadly, I hate to say it, it just didn't work. People actually outright told me that was the worst Halloween event I ever did because it was so boring. The game was not entertaining. And I was disappointed because I had planned it, did all this work to get it set up, bought the outfit and everything. So since then, no exaggeration.
Look at that last band.
I have literally never played a Fatal Frame game ever again. And that was like 10 years ago. It really...
Anti-Consumer Practices says, how did you make the $100 animation that was banned?
It was like a decade ago that I did that event. So since then... With all these opportunities and Fatal Frame games and stuff, no one has ever asked me to go back to Fatal Frame.
They're asking. This guy's acting right now.
Fatal Frame actually has a big fan base.
This guy's acting you right now.
Fatal Frame does well, like in Japan. but for some reason, it just didn't work in my content. So if people wanted me to go and try it again, maybe I would, but I don't predict that that's going to do well in my content because I've already tried it. All right, but hey, again, this year, 2026, is the year of trying new things. Okay, I'm open and receptive to suggestion. So if you guys do think that that actually would work, I would consider trying it again with this remake next month. But you guys tell me.
He's asking you.
As for the other game that you suggested, Mouse PI, that one is on my list for releases for March, and I'm considering it for sure. Okay. Really? Rose Diamond says, the Fatal Frame series is considered a more atmospheric, slow build, but the second is considered the best in the series. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. All right, you guys tell me, you want me to try Fatal Frame, this remake, next month or not? I would be down for it, but I want to know that there's interest from the audience, right? Nothing here. I did talk about Mario Tennis. I'm not playing it. There's two reasons. Number one, I played the last Mario Tennis. It was overly difficult. I don't really like tennis, so I suffered through the campaign. It wasn't fun for me at all. I hated it. And after I actually played the campaign, I never played it again, and so it was kind of a flop. That was number one. Number two, Mario Tennis Fever is way too expensive. They're charging, what, $70 for it? So they're treating it like it's a major AAA release with all this content. It's not.
He has no idea.
It has online play. It's basic stuff. And they're charging massive money for it.
What do you want?
I just think it's another Mario Kart World situation where the game is basic, but they're going to charge massive amounts because they know it's a console exclusive, and people are looking for games to play on Switch too because the game it's like a desert, right?
Oh,
it's like
a desert.
A dead zone for releases. There hasn't been anything in months. So I really don't want to play it. So the answer is no, I'm not interested in the new Mario Tennis game. Okay.
Surf's up, dudes.
Okay.
Like my wife always says, not tonight.
Hey, 20th ban.
Oh, the next ESP tries is Crumble Cookies, and it looks like we're probably doing it tomorrow night. All right? Originally, I was doing them on Mondays, but this week it's a dessert. We're going to do it on a late stream rather than an early stream. I'm not going to spoil my dinner to eat Crumble Cookies. So I'm thinking tomorrow night, after the Hellmart stream, we'll actually end the gameplay like 15 minutes earlier than usual, and I will do DSP Tries It Crumble Cookies, trying out multiple flavors of Crumble Cookies in a head-to-head taste test right here on DSP Gaming. So if you're interested in DSP Tries It this week...
Gonna be real close. The ban counter is on point right now. We are at 20 as we speak. 31% of you have 11 to 20, which means you are sweating this one out. 31, 31, another 31% has 21 to 30. What will win?
Be there for the Hellmart stream tomorrow night, okay?
Yep, never mind. There it goes. Magic Logs just got it, 21st. Now we look towards 30. Can we get there? 10 more required.
What is special about Crumble Cookies? So it is a business that makes giant gourmet cookies of supposedly decadent flavors. So, for example, strawberry cheesecake. So it'll be a cookie that has like pieces of strawberries and cheesecake in the cookie, but then a frosting that's flavored on top of it as well, and it looks all fancy. So it's meant to be like a really high-end decadent dessert, and they only do limited time flavors. Like they don't actually have set flavors, but like anytime you go there, they'll have completely different flavors. So I'm sure right now they probably have one that's like Valentine's Day. They probably have, but then they probably have one that's like a cake flavor. They always do stuff like that.
So boring.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna buy like a variety pack, and we're gonna try pieces of like each of them and test them out and see if they're any good.
Oh, we got a 1-minute timeout there. Wonder why that was timed out.
Let's see here.
If you see the 1-minute timeout by bot, Ricks, that means they were spamming or something automatic. It's not done by a person. That's done by the bot for some reason. If you see those, the timeouts.
Let's see here. Would I ever get rid of the leaderboard? No. The leaderboard is a great way for people who contribute to my content to get recognition. Okay? I would not get rid of the leaderboard. It's something that's essential for a streamer like me.
Is it?
You need to have something like that. It's that simple. It doesn't hurt the content. I've now had it on screen since 2017. I'm not getting rid of the leaderboard. No.
Okay.
Is there a video game remake or remaster I wish would come out? Infamous. If someone wanted to design them, sure. Intro and banner for the DSP morning show. If someone wanted to design them, sure. I don't have the capability to do an intro or a banner. I have no graphical design capabilities whatsoever. Like, the best I could do would be to like just do an AI image, but
yeah,
AI is very hard to, like, for example, if I were to say design a banner that's this size, half the time it won't even give you something that's that size.
It's your prompting. I bet your prompting is extremely dented. By the way, I said on REEStream last night, my friend, I was at a Super Bowl party, and I didn't know you could do like your Chat GPT year roundup. And he said, do yours, see what percent you are in the users. I was in the top 0.1% of all users. I was like, holy shit, man. I got a problem.
Fuck up and give you something that's off or whatever. Well, I don't even know what it would be. A cup of coffee, like a hand with a cup of coffee. It says DSP Morning Show or something. I don't know.
It's not for gooning, by the way. I've used it like 20 times in this stream to fix the ban thing.
But I don't really have that kind of experience. I have a video. Well, I have a video editing program, but I don't have the know-how to make like an animation. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I could do is maybe me talking like this, and it plays music, but I don't even have music for the show. It'd have to be like AI music. I don't know.
I don't use it for
really
images. I use Gemini for images. So if you combine those two, it's even worse. But ChatGPT has no images for me.
I don't even have music for the show. It'd have to be like AI music. I don't know. Is it really that big of a deal?
Oh, I use it for so many things, Silk Song. I should do a members only video because now that it works with StreamerBot, so I use it for so much shit, man. Everything.
Chrono Trigger of any capacity of a modern game would be amazing.
This is SpongeBob music or something. Also with my job, you got to remember my job too, guys. My job, I'm using it. So I use it for this, my real job. Just when I'm searching shit, it's endless. I use it 1,000 times.
Would I consider Doom 64 for the retro marathon if people wanted it? Doom 64 is not that good. It's a Nintendo 64 version of Doom that has all new stages, but it doesn't look as good as regular Doom on PC. You know, it's like N64 nerfed version. So I don't know if that's a very entertaining game to watch.
Okay. Does AI waste water or use it?
What happened to the old intro that sounded like a gospel style singing? I changed it out. It got played out. We were using it for many, many months, and I got tired of it, so we did a new one. The current one, I feel, is much better and representative of who I am.
Uh-huh. Representative of who I am.
What's the intro I had that started with TV static? You mean the week in preview?
Yeah, we can preview.
That I used to do a show every week that was me previewing what would come up that week. Like it was a schedule preview of the week. Yeah, that was like 15 years ago.
So what happened to it? Okay. Being toxic for no reason.
I'm aware that Capcom is currently remaking Code Veronica X. That's excellent. That's actually one of the things I've wanted in the remake. Could I do a Terraria playthrough? I could, if people wanted it. Never really have gotten much demand for one, which is why I've never done it.
This is the kindergarten music. Coco Melon music, yeah. Coco Melon, DSP. Coco Dented. Oh, Monkey Islandish, yeah,
Okay.
I kind of see that too. I can hear that a little bit.
All right, are we good?
We are good.
Have we had a good chill time? We're covering a lot of topics on today's morning show. Like I said, tomorrow we will actually do a formal Level 1 podcast. All right. We will definitely react to the Directive 8020 trailer.
Can't wait.
This Friday's Level 1 podcast will be a big one. Here's why.
Why?
On Thursday, Sony is doing a State of Play. And from the rumors and the information that's going out there, it's going to be over an hour long, supposedly. Okay? So, yeah.
I will not be here for that, but I will be here for tomorrow and Thursday.
For what I'm to understand, it's going to cover a ridiculous amount of content, like all these games. So we will talk about and react to all of that stuff on Friday morning's podcast.
Okay.
On the Level 1 podcast, probably going to be a big react show is what I'm guessing. So, Chimchar, thank you for another $2. I really appreciate that you just keep throwing me money for things I never read.
That is true, Chimchar.
Good on you, man. Thank you so much.
Well, he does read it, but that is true, Chimchar.
Seriously, as soon as it says Chimchar, I just ignore the message and I just add it to the leaderboard. Thank you so much, man. For those who don't know, Chimchar is a really bad troll who tried to troll me by throwing me money for like 2 weeks now.
Yes.
And he got banned by a mod, and he came back with another name just to do it again. I'm like, all right, I'll accept your money, stupid.
Yep. You're making him right, Chimchar. You're making him right. Oh, the pasta maker, good point. I self-served myself at the self-serve yourself gas station. I self-fueled my car with the self-fueling nozzle, all in time to self-play Crizzle. I also ate a homemade, home-baked lasagna with home-pressed lasagna noodles, which were home-bought by me.
Okay. All right, are we good?
We're
All
good.
right, folks.
No more money coming in.
It is time to end the show. Thank you for watching the DSP Morning Show. I hope that you had a good time with me
Yeah,
here.
I pay. Yes,
And-
I do pay, Wilson.
And I hope that you'll stick around to check out Crizzle, which I'm about to check out in just a moment here. And I certainly hope that also we will have some fun Street Fighter tonight with Galzine. Okay, that's going to be a fun one. And then tomorrow,
That was a morning show,
level one
yes.
podcast. So no morning show tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. You're just going to have to settle for a full-fledged podcast in the morning instead. Much longer. You know, Chimchar, throw me more money. Thank you, Chimchar.
I have to. I break
I
the
heard
limits.
that you can mortgage your home and take out like a home equity loan if you want to do a larger contribution that I won't read. That's possible as well.
Okay.
It's a new thing. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Music is going absolutely nuts right now.
Oh, this is nuts.
All right.
Oh, we will. We will definitely watch a toaster in a bath. I will. I'll get to the daily wrap is worth showing too. I would promise. We were early right now.
So here's what we will do.
I don't pay for Pornhub Premium. No. Never pay for porn. I pay for AI though because I have to. I use it too much. I paste like thousands upon thousands of words shit in there.
Get set up.
You have to do it, man. I mean, I'm probably some free option, I know, but I use it so much. I'll give him $20 a month. I don't pay for any Jav streaming sites.
Here we
no.
go.
Never pay for porn. That's ridiculous. And that's the most insane idea ever. For me. Not because it's bad, but because there's so many free options.
Crizzle. Apparently it does work with controller, which is good. I mean, not that I couldn't play it with keyboard and mouse, but if it plays like BioShock, I kind of want to play it with a controller because that's how I always played BioShock back in the day. We'll have to see how it controls. Okay.
I don't pay to generate AI goon material. I don't need AI goon material either.
Alrighty. Alright. Let's get set up here. I'm just going to use the bathroom
that's
before
different.
we boot the game up. That's
now
all.
that's different,
And then we're going to
Beat.
begin.
That's different, Bjorn. Oh, is this whipping good? Let me hear.
Okay. Alright. Everyone give me a sec. I'm just going to go use the restroom, come right back, do a little intro, and then we'll begin with Crizzle, alright? Be right back. Believe it or not, Phil isn't on stream. Please leave a message in the chat. I went for a walk, or I'm using my phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not on stream.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
Okay, guys, I'm back. And let's stop that crazy progressive house music.
22 bands. We
Let's get started.
We gotta hurry up though
with
now.
this horror game. Hopefully it's good. Let's find out.
I don't think we're gonna make it. I think I'm gonna lose.
Okay, we ready to start? My microphone in a good spot. Get a little closer here. Oh, hold on. Highguard has an update. I have to download that update first. It's more important than trying the game out. Okay. That's a joke. push the monitor back a bit, so now I'm in frame here.
Arc Raiders didn't hit the
go.
goal one time, Big Dave. Didn't hit the goal once. You know what happens to those games. And also, Rebzion wanted to play it, so he kind of got weird about Rebzion at the end there, remember? Rebzion's gone now, by the way. Figured he wasn't going to get an interview. Here we go.
Okay, everyone. Hello and welcome
Done.
to something new. We're trying out a new game today. And it looks pretty interesting, to be honest. It looks like a hybrid of many different formulas. There's survival horror. There's first-person shooter action. Kind of like a bio.
22 bans today, and that is unfortunately barely.
Sadly, I think that qualifies as an extremely rare ALTL. I'm sure that won't happen again anytime soon.
Game.
Let's go live.
Waver. Should you fail now, the world will drown in the waters of hatred.
The destroyer has risen.
Let's kick also 69 Tails.
Stands a cathedral.
It's both.
Where my presence is no longer welcome. A prison built to contain the power.
Uma Musume is Thursday, John Doe.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Okay, let's go to the daily wrap, in which he does shout out a little bit of Reddit here, okay? So here we go. This is the daily wrap. He talks about Reddit. We'll go back to the game in a second. But
Challenge with Dragon Quest VII. It's turn-based. It's a JRPG. It has an art style that a lot of people are saying, oh, it's kiddie, even though it's Akira Toriyama, the guy who made Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. People are still saying things negative about it simply because of the way that it's drawn.
Yeah.
And to be frank, it's disheartening and it's frustrating because, as you know, I am a big proponent of JRPGs. This is one that I've actually never played before. And the fact that now it's a modern game with these gorgeous visuals and gameplay mechanics and music, I'm loving it. I'm 6 hours in, but it's so hard to get the audience into it. Not to say that it's hard to get the audience. We had over 200 viewers on YouTube and over 100 on Kick today. But to get these people to actually engage with the content is a nightmare. Everyone, well, I say everyone, most people on Kick just sit there whining the whole time that they hate this game because it's a JRPG. And
which he said is their job to do, is to put a place to, what does he call it again? The Carnival Barker, not Carnival Barkers. He calls it the Peanut Gallery.
For kids. On YouTube, there are a good 20, 30 people who are liking the game and engage well.
Whoa.
But sadly, the support is just not great. Today, 2.5 hours into this stream, I had raised $50.
What?
Okay? Now, basically what happened was there was a last-minute rallying, and people were like, well, this sucks because we know Phil likes this game, and he wants to keep playing.
Is that what they were doing?
There was a rallying, and by the end of the stream, we had over $100. That's good, especially for a JRPG like this. But the problem was,
people realized, oh my God, Phil loves this game. Let me donate for it.
I basically had to, at the very last minute, at the end of the stream, keep appealing to the audience. I had to keep doing a call, right? A call to action, as they say. I even joked about it. Call to action, everyone. Call to action.
Just because you joke about it doesn't mean you didn't really do it. Go ahead.
To see if people would support this game.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do that. You know?
I shouldn't have to do that.
If there's people out there that like JRPGs, I would hope they would show up to the streams and support them. It's just not happening.
Guys, give money without making me ask, okay? It's pretty simple. I don't know what you guys aren't getting.
Just 2 streams in, and already it almost was a disastrous stream when it came to support. So the thing is, I want to keep playing the game, okay? And I am going to keep playing it. I want you to understand something. There's basically 2 ways that we can make this work.
Oh, please,
okay?
Yeah. How many of these are going to be audience giving him more money? Let's see.
Way number 1 is very simple.
Go ahead.
I need more people to come to the streams, engage, and support them.
All right, that's one. Let's see what the second one is. How does the second one not mean more money as well? Let's see.
If that doesn't happen,
okay,
all right,
that's the first one.
It's going to be very challenging to continue to play Dragon Quest VII as a playthrough.
Okay, now what could the second thing possibly be? I have no idea. Here we go.
All right. The other way is another simple fact. If all the other streams that I'm doing do really well...
give me more money elsewhere. Okay. So give me more support elsewhere, and then you don't have to support specifically for Dragon Quest. Interesting strategy.
then it doesn't really matter that Dragon Quest VII is the slowest stream of the week. And in fact, some people had proposed that and said, is there some way that you could just accept the fact that the game will not perform well on stream? But and I said, well, here's the thing. I'm not a giant streamer, okay? I don't get thousands of viewers on my streams. I don't get crazy residual ad revenue on my videos. I don't have partnerships, sponsorships, and product placements in my content. I'm solely reliant on stream revenue for the vast majority of my content. Yes, there's a little bit of ad revenue behind the scenes on YouTube, but I need the streams to do well. So if every other stream I'm doing does well, if the Hollow Knight stream, if the RimWorld streams, if the Street Fighter 6 streams, if the other games, for example, Hellmart and this new game we're going to do tomorrow, Crizzle, if all of them do well, then yeah, I can accept it and be like, all right, there's going to be one game that I play. It's going to be slow and there's nothing I can do about it. But that's the situation I need, and that's like a perfect scenario. I'm not really there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like every day when I stream, in general, I know that certain games like Hollow Knight has been a really staple winner for me. So has RimWorld. But it's not always a guarantee. We've had slower streams of those games. Street Fighter so far has been a big win for me since I brought it back a month ago. That doesn't guarantee that it will continue to be a big win infinitely, right? So the way I see it, yes, for now, let's keep Dragon Quest VII in the rotation with the hopes that all the other streams will do well. And if they do, even if Dragon Quest doesn't do amazingly well, we could still keep playing it. But the ideal state would be that people actually do come and start to support Dragon Quest VII. All right? So let's see what happens. The gameplay was good. It was sound. It was fun. I hope that you'll watch it. If you like these JRPGs, it's good stuff. I actually really like this game. And I do want to continue playing it. Of course, already morons clipped the crap out of the stream, whipped it up, threw it onto live stream fails on Reddit. And there's, oh, look, he's begging again, blah, blah, blah. These fucking limp dick losers who can't fucking make $1 for themselves in anything they do in life think that they're going to come there and criticize me and the way that I stream. They can kiss my hairy ass. I am successful. I know the formula for success. It's working. There's nothing they can do about it, no matter how jealous or pissy they are about it. I don't care. Okay? So I don't give a shit about what they say. But what I do care is what about my viewers say.
You're the guys that really have to give me the money. I don't care about Reddit because they don't give me money, but you guys are really on the hook for this one, okay? Being honest.
I want to keep games in the rotation that I like. This is one. Please, if you can, support this playthrough. And if you can't, support my other playthroughs so that way I can have the one game that's slow. All right? Fair enough. There will be more Dragon Quest VII later this week, I believe on Thursday's daytime stream for the record. Okay? Now, tonight's late stream was Rim.
There you go. So, the first title, remember I told you to remember Tub-Tubs? Tub-Tubs said in the comment, that entire stream was a non-stop calls to arms. If that's how it's going to be every time, I definitely will be skipping the playthrough. Then someone said, agreed. That's Chimchar, though. The gameplay definitely took a backseat to money during yesterday's stream. I get it being a business, so we had to ask, but yesterday was entirely too much. It wasn't even enjoyable to watch. I left that stream feeling stressed and anxious. Then Tub says, I'm sorry you felt that way, dude, especially when you're just looking for a calm, chill, hangout vibe. DSP says, you were toxic the entire stream, and this is a lie. Phil, maybe you should rewatch your playthrough, and then people start talking about that was it. So there you go. That is it, and it was on Live Streamer Fail. This is, I will say, the least successful post, but yet it still is here. It only got 32 upvotes, so it wasn't as successful as the other ones. I think people are kind of getting a little bit of DSP fatigue over there. They really like the main Ute streamers, right? They know like the faces, right? But someone asked here, how does this dude have any legit viewership? That's a good question. But yeah, if you want to check that out, that is on. One of RTU's fans was so fed up of Rich waiting to DSP video, he commented on his daily rap. Oh, there, yeah. Go away. I'm tired of seeing you in RTU streams Review Tech USA. I mean, you're dented too, though, if you go to a streamer where you have to say that. I mean, any unironic fan of RTU is dented too, right? I mean, let's get real. Do they exist? Lord Grimm says, he always says if people wanted it, so he has an excuse. Yeah, it's easy to have an excuse like that. You said you wanted it. I don't know why you're not giving me money. And NW News has a good question here. I mean, for Dens to ask, which they never will ask, is why should we tip for a game if you just quit it, right? That's what he said about 2XKO. Why shouldn't people say that about the game? And the thing is that even if it does make it another day, it's not like you're doing anything but just you're just extending the, date of the funeral, right? That's all you're doing when you give money to save a game. You're just giving it another day of life, right? That's the thing. You're just making it survive one more day. And you better come back the next day. It'll go away again. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let's see how this game is.
Robot body parts.
You loving this game, though, Philip? There you go.
Wheelbarrow. Here's more money. Keep finding money. Silver bowls times 25. We're finding tons of money. Look at this. So apparently they do have more modern technology here.
Oh, I wanted to show this. It's on my here. I want to get rid of it, so I'll show it to you now as a side thing. I was looking at getting ready for the Fall of KO Gaming thing, and DSP shared on Instagram how he has to clean his house. Look at that. I like the bathroom Pepsi, right? Pretty hype, huh? Bathroom Pepsi there. Pretty cool, man. Got to get a Pepsi in case you get tired, huh? It's from 2016. So Catherine is still there. But yeah, just getting that Pepsi. Hell yeah, man.
Another low paint.
Oh, what, Philip? All right, we gotta go.
Anchor it and stuff. But then at the same time, there's a bowl. Huh. Follow the yellow paint.
That's the reason there is yellow paint. Anyways, that will do it for today. I unfortunately cannot play Heavy Rain tonight. I wish I could, but I'm trying to finish my shit so I can do it tomorrow night. But we will see you tomorrow for another pre-stream, REEStream, and it will be an actual pre-stream tomorrow. So we'll try to do better than we did today. You're all legends. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow. Bye.
fucking around!